in gear here. Hello, everybody. Give me just a few minutes. Make sure everybody gets a notice here. Oh! All right. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
How you doing, bud?
I'm up. I ain't seen anybody kicking around but Gamer playing a game. I figured I'd go live for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just touring around before I head to bed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Got to do that work thing, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, you seen the title.
Yep.
Hey, Muggsy. Hey, country girl. Oh, I sent you a link, Muggsy, if you want to jump on up.
I got that floating head thing happening again.
Uh-oh. Max Headroom flashback.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, like I said, I didn't see anybody doing a live. I figured go live for a little while. Try to get on here before everybody decides, all the workers got to go to bed,
Yep. I'm just on my way there shortly.
Yeah.
So, thought, well, I'll jump up for a few minutes to see what's going on.
Yeah. Hey, Nancy.
How you doing, Nancy? Of course, I'm on the phone. Well, I can read the chat, but I have to keep flipping back and forth. But
Yeah. There you go, Nancy. Randy. Hello, Randy. You want to come on up, Randy? Come on. Oh. I need to get Randy and Nancy linked back to Hangouts. That way I can send direct links to them before I even start, Kind of like I did you and Muggs and all them,
Yeah.
Everybody jumped out of Hangouts too fast. Now we got to use it again.
Yeah, I know. I figured, well, always use it. I might as well take everything out of there.
Yeah. Now it's going to go to again.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't that the way it usually works?
Yeah.
Or Sergeant, as Sergeant Easy say, up, jump ship too soon, boy.
That's right. Yeah. Right. Hey, Nancy.
How are you?
Good.
Hey, there he is.
What's up?
What's going on, J-Dog?
Dog.
What's going on, J-Dog?
Ain't much going on. Took me 4 days to put together a play set. I'm tired.
Yeah. Hey, you did it by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you lucky you did it in 4 days. That would have took me a week.
Well, the biggest thing was I didn't destroy my car in the process.
Yeah.
I had to use it for a scaffolding and a ladder and.
Hey, I can show you the 2x4 and the 2x6 marks on the back of my pickup truck bed. I've used it for catwalk scaffolding.
Well, and now I'm wanting to try to build a video. And from Merrill, the editor I was using, something happened to it and it was crashing all the time. So I decided, well, I bought one for the machine that Mike gave me, and it wouldn't work on that because it runs on 64. So I put it on my laptop, and now it's a learning curve now.
Yeah.
So now I got to find the editor that don't need a learning curve so I can get the video done.
Well, some of that software, I don't understand why they don't put a 64 or 32-bit automatically on it.
Yeah.
Not everybody's gone to 64-bit yet.
Yeah. The thing is it's on the box in itty bitty little letters.
Oh, yeah. The ones that, you have to hold out and stretch your head back. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, look at it with a telescope,
Yeah.
So yeah, I got an editor. It looks like a good editor, but I don't know how to use it. So here I am.
Yeah.
So.
Now, look, I was just talking about nobody going live. I just went live a few minutes ago. I done seen 3 people pop up that I usually watch on Sunday. and none of them went on the regular time. Now they decide to go after I start one. So
Oh yeah, that's the way.
Hey, they
Wasn't
say the best are copied.
It's always
Yeah.
the way it is.
yeah, because I'm sitting here. Like I said, I went and hung out with Gamer for a little while. He's playing this game, and I'm like, I can only take about 5 minutes of that, and I start. Yeah, if I'm not playing the game myself, I'll fall asleep watching somebody else.
I can only watch them gaming videos just a little while, and then it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I some of the channels I don't really want to be sub to, but I feel kind of low life if I unsub them.
Yeah.
So I end up with like 800 and something people I'm subscribed to, and I bet out of that 800, maybe 30 of them are subscribed to me.
Yeah.
I might
Hey,
have
Crazy Mac.
got a bunch of folks subscribed to me, but I don't
Yeah.
think they're on my list. Maybe.
Yeah. Hello, Monica.
Hello,
Hi,
Ginger.
Monica.
Hey, Randy, you want to come on up, man? Jump on up. Don't be afraid. I will make Nancy behave as best as we can.
I'm too tired to even do anything right now.
Yeah.
I'm worn out.
Yeah.
How was your trip? How was your trip, Nancy?
It was really fun. I got worn out, but it was really fun.
Oh, that's good.
And guess what? I found another train hat while I was there.
Oh, no.
And you can guess the color it is.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, your
Boy, for
favorite.
somebody who doesn't like pink sure is
Yeah, I
collecting a lot
know.
of pink
Well,
hats.
The way she talks about pink, boy, she sure comes
But
home.
hey, I found one more thing while I was there. So in honor of the good old pumpkin,
Oh,
it's a pumpkin hat.
There we go.
well, all you need is a turkey hat, and we'll stuff you.
Yeah.
And you can take it in 2 different ways.
Ah, oh my gosh.
J Dog, like, I'm not even touching that one.
Nope.
But I also did get my
Ah, there you go.
There we go. Now you got a hat. That's a hat.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
fellas.
see, where me and Jerry for that. That's what we call a hat.
Right.
It's my favorite one so far.
That's
There he
legit
is.
right there.
Hey, what's up, Randy?
Howdy.
How you
Hello,
doing, Randy?
Randy.
Good. How are you?
Good.
Doing good, partner.
Where's the piece of straw?
Yeah, she's getting set to ride the bull.
She needs to have a piece of straw in her mouth.
Wow.
Yes, all people of the Southern Hemisphere, you can send the hate mail to Nancy, care of the West Coast, and I do mean far west.
Oh my god. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. Yeah, I've been telling her happy birthday almost every live stream I've seen her, and then I realized, oh wait, her birthday ain't till Tuesday. But hey, I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah, so am I. Yeah, we're all ahead of the game on that one.
Yeah, well, Tuesday's kind of one of them. Yeah, I might not catch you, Dave.
I'll see
Yeah.
Monica's in the chat. Hi, Monica.
Hello,
Yeah.
Monica. Hi again, Monica.
But
Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna tell you what, boy. It dumbfounds me how these people in the industry of land and house sales, they'd rather see you finance your whole life away, and then here, because I don't know, back in the days, used to when you walk up and said, "Hey, I like this. I got cash. I want to buy it today. I don't want to worry about no financing. I just want to buy it, move on it, and go about my business." Used to people would jump. Yeah, used to when you said that to people, they'd step on their own kin to get to the money.
Yeah, now they want you to.
They want you to finance it. They literally do not want you paying cash for nothing.
Right.
As stupid as that sounds, they do not want you. They want you to get locked up in another 20, 30-year note.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing about buying a new car. You don't buy a new car. You pay a 3-year lease on it and keep on going.
Yeah.
After 2 years, you get a new car.
And then hope it, and well, I'm not even going to say hope it makes it to the end of the payment because the way they build them now, they know it won't make it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lisa.
A friend of mine was looking at. She got flooded out, so they replaced her vehicle. She had a gap and all that stuff, so they replaced her vehicle. She went to the dealer, looked at a brand new car, brand new something, Cherokee or something.
Yeah.
It left the lot, and she was test driving and bringing it back to the lot because it had a bad battery. Right out the factory.
That don't surprise me.
Plus, that they was these new vehicles now. One way they increase their mileage is you pull up to a light and you're there for more than a minute, it shuts itself off.
Oh, I know. You know how many people's come to me to bypass that? And we get tired of it.
Man, you get a vehicle like mine, that thing when it shuts down, it don't want to start back up. Then you're just sitting there at every single intersection. Hey, Joseph, what's up, man?
Yeah, not counting the wear, not counting not counting the extra wear and tear on the starter.
How you doing, Joseph?
Hey, Joseph.
But thing is, people, they buy it for 3 years, and then 3 years down the road, they throw it on the block and give them another one.
Well, most people I know don't even buy them no more. They lease them. They lease them for 2 years, and when the new ones come out, they bring out and get another one.
Mm-hmm.
That way, they never got to worry about paying for repairs.
But you're always paying.
Yeah.
But have a car break down on you new and go have it fixed if you ain't got insurance on or it's not covered. And they always find a way it's not covered by the manufacturer warranty.
Yep.
It's always something you did or you didn't do.
Well, that Mitsubishi I had, for me to determine if it was a factory warranty issue, I had to pay the dealer $100 just for them to look at it to determine if it was a factory issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never used the warranty that was on that car.
Mm-hmm. Or my favorite thing, well, the warranty covers this, and this, but it don't cover that. Okay. Well, that makes it go. Why wouldn't they cover it?
So, Anthony.
Uh-huh.
Look what else I brought home.
What you bring home? Ah, he found you
it's
one.
The world's largest donut ever.
Yeah. That.
How come I'm not there?
What was the name of that place? I done forgot it. What is the name of that place? I done forgot their name.
I don't know. It was in the fair food section.
Yeah.
I forget what the booth was called.
Yeah.
So how big was the donut?
Oh, it's huge.
It's huge here. I already ate some of it, but I'll show you in the box.
Yeah, it's one donut in a box.
Oh.
Boy.
That fair food, man. You see stuff at the fair you never see nowhere else.
Yeah. I had one here when it showed up. I went to just saw a funnel cake. That was my main goal. I didn't care about the rides, the exhibition, or the politicians that were there. I wanted to get my funnel cake with the caramel and apples on top.
I totally understand. That funnel cake, that's the best in the world right there.
Yeah. Especially when they drown the top of it with apples and caramel. Oh, Lord mercy.
Uh-huh. I have my elephant ear today. Believe me, I had that too today. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the booth that normally does the elephant ears wasn't here this year. I don't know why, but it wasn't. I guess they couldn't make it this year. Or they had other arrangements somewhere else.
Right.
It's usually here. Because it's usually right next to the one I was standing at waiting on my funnel cake.
So
You got to watch them too because they'll pre-make them and they have them in the little shelf. I always tell them, no, I'll wait.
You should see how long I waited in line to get this. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know.
It was so long.
That's why you see me in that video she took. I'm standing there with my arms crossed with the mean face, looking at him like, get the hell out of my way. I'm going to start shooting everyone in there. And the hip my gun was on, I kind of had it bulged out a little bit.
Hey, Joseph made a comment about going to Walmart and buying Hot Wheels. Well, Joseph, I didn't have to buy my fire truck. I found it.
Oh, is that that
yeah.
one?
I found my firefighters and the ambulance crew and the paramedics and I got in there and talked to them today. I talked to the different group. This is a different group. I haven't met these guys before, but one of them knew me. One of them knew me, and they go, "Hey, what are you doing here, young lady?" And I went, just having some fun. And he goes, "You be good or else."
You hear that, Ron? We know how she earned her donut money.
Yeah, exactly. Now we know.
I found my cute men in uniform.
See, you know that little badge that says to serve and protect? You got the service part all wrong, Nancy, okay?
Just wish I could have got in there and pinched their butts.
That's the
Man.
wrong B.
Oh, no, the price of that donut, you did more than benching.
Howdy, partner. How you doing there, Ron B?
Hey, Joseph, there's another one of my Hot Wheels I found.
At least
Yeah, I need to break all mine out and show y'all one day. I got three big old totes, 15-gallon totes full of them.
But I don't really have to buy them because the kids are always losing them and I'm picking them up off the ground.
Yeah.
Saves me a lot of money because the things are like $3 or $4 a piece.
A lot of mine, I got a good deal on them because they were almost free. When the Sears closed down, there was a whole back room full of them still in the original package and some old ones I hadn't seen in a while. And I asked the lady, what are you going to do with that? She said, oh, they go in the dumpster too. And I was like, oh, hell no, they don't. She goes,
no, they're coming with me.
Yeah. She's like, well, I don't think they let you take it. I said, hey, what they don't know ain't going to hurt them.
Yeah, I found most of my Hot Wheels in the back of a couch. I was looking for stuff in the couch, and when I opened it up, all of them just started falling out.
Yeah.
I still found about $5 or $6, but I found probably 15 cars in that couch.
Yeah. So I just say a lot of my collectibles over the years I collected when I was working for HUD. So my part of the job for HUD was after they evict someone, I had to go in there and relock it and clean it out.
Yep.
So you'd be surprised the shit I come across, man. You know, some stuff just kind of, I know people getting hard times, but look, let me tell you, if I get a 90-day notice, they get ready to come yank me out. My valuables are going to be out of that house. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
I don't care if I got to go buy a portable garage and store it in it. It's coming out.
I mean, if I'm dead broke and being evicted out of something, I'm going to hawk every time if I can't do nothing else.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's what kills me, Because some of the stuff I found in these houses, I'm like, well, hell, there's 8 months of rent right there.
I mean, I get the eviction notice and I can't move my stuff, then I sell what I can. I sell what I can as fast as I can.
Yeah, because it's coming. Because people don't realize when you get that letter that says you've been evicted, I'm going to tell you the whole process. If you go to the end of that letter and you're still in that house, they send a guy like me to look and say, oh, yeah, they're still in there. They're still occupied. A day or two later, that same guy with 12 guys, a moving truck, and all the sheriff department that's willing to come and show up will be there to drag you out of that house. And I do mean literally drag you out.
I'll tell you this, down here, we got two kind of evictions down here. We got the legal eviction, which takes you about 60 days, and you got the ghetto eviction. The ghetto eviction happens overnight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they chunk your crap out in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Yeah, that or they lock you down. You leave the house
Yeah.
and they lock you down, and for you to get your stuff out, then they want their money.
Yeah.
Right. Well, see, you can't do that here though. Now, if you go through the process of the courts like we did at HUD, once that writ was signed by the judge, anything in that house. Well, this is how they do. Like I said, they'd show up, and you had a truck and 12 guys there, and you had 2 hours total from the time they get there to the time they lock it up to get what you can get out of that house in 2 hours.
Yep.
Now, you know well me, if you pull up a house that someone's been living in 10, 15, 20 years and they're out with a family, you know as well as me, you're not moving much in 2 hours.
Mm-mm.
And once that 2 hours up, they drag you out, shut it down, and lock it. Yeah.
Yeah. When it's official, and you go to the courthouse and go through the eviction process, and you got your 60 days, you better be out there on the 61st day, because now the sheriff's going to show up.
Oh
and
yeah.
You don't want to leave when he knocks on your door. The SWAT team shows up. Then you got a felony conviction because you know.
Well, that's why I always went with the sheriff's department, because they'd knock when there was, even if you was in there hiding, then they had me bust the lockout.
You know?
Here in this type of housing, you're given 30 days to move out. 30.
Well, here they give you 90 days, but I'm just saying, like he said, once you went in front of the judge says, "Hey, can you pay this?" And you go, "No, sir." He'll go, "You got 90 days to get your crap out of there."
Yeah,
Right.
You better be out on 90 days.
Yeah, because the 91st day they show up with the sheriff's department, a truck, and a couple of hands, to load whatever they can load for you. And then you better have somewhere to go with it, because if not, it stays it gets carried to the curb. Hey, what's going on?
I was in a city when I went through eviction one time, because I've been through a lot of these ghetto evictions. Okay, but
Yeah.
I went through a legal eviction one time, and I was in there doing mine. Right before me was another guy facing eviction. He was being evicted from a trailer lot with his mobile home.
Yeah.
He was like, "I need money to move it." He said, "I don't care how you move it, you can't stay there." So he's got a double wide trailer house. He's in front of the judge virtually in tears because he ain't got his lot rent. Probably because he had to pay the house note and he couldn't pay the lot rent at the same time.
Right. Oh yeah.
So
Well,
he's sitting there with a double wide and he can't do nothing with it.
Well, that's why I used to try to coach people all the time when they come around the HUD. Dude, I was like, look, HUD will put you in something damn knowing that you're never going to make it. But that's their job to get you in there, because normally most normal people's not going to get in without help. Okay, because they usually help put your down payment and all all that. But you're under HUD guidelines, And if you ever been around Section 8, you know what them guidelines are.
Well, down here, these landlords down here live on it. It's like their food stamps.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because it's guaranteed money in the bank.
Yeah.
Regardless if you pay your half or not, they get paid.
Yeah, because
and they can still kick you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get kicked out for a lot of reasons besides not paying rent.
Oh, yeah.
You got to go by the HUD guidelines and kick them out.
Okay. Well, that's the reason I got out of it, because it was a good job, made good money, had good benefits. But, man, it just tore me up watching families get I mean, I'm talking about men, women, children, all been dragged out, kicking, screaming, and crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
because they know they have nowhere to go, nowhere to bring their stuff to, so they know they're going to lose it all.
Yeah. They don't care if it's wintertime or summertime. Your day comes, your day's there.
I've had people say, well, you can't do nothing because it's winter and cold. I said, do you know these people you're dealing with? They don't care.
The only exception to that is like up north in Amarillo and Texas. Now, I'm talking about Texas. And
right.
You get evicted in Amarillo, and on the day you're supposed to leave that house, it's below 32 degrees. They can't do nothing to you. But the minute it gets above, minute it's 33 degrees, you better be gone.
Yeah. It's the same way here. If it's below freezing, they can't do you nothing. But like you said, the next day, if it's 5 degrees above that freezing temperature, you're out.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump off here and head to bed there.
All right,
ladies.
Ron.
Okay.
All right,
Right,
Pete.
Ron.
Tammy, we'll see
All right,
everybody
Ron.
later.
All right.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Appreciate you jumping up, man. We'll see you later.
All right. Good night.
I don't know. I like Amarillo. It's just, it's a small town, really.
Come in January, we found out that they're going to be moving all of us just to the building right in front of us here.
Well, that's not bad.
Nope.
And they're gonna help you move your stuff, right?
We don't have to move our stuff. We gotta pack it all up. I'm gonna put everything on my bed in my bedroom. I'm just gonna pack my layout. Sorry.
Right.
Pack my layout up and put it in a box. All the stuff, like the trains and stuff in the box, and that can just stay in the living room. I'm gonna cover it so it don't get damaged.
Right.
But yeah, they told me just to take what we need with us because we'll only be gone for, at most, we'll only be gone like for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They said that they're gonna be having a lot of workers here, and they're gonna go unit by unit by unit. So
I seen an emergency eviction done. City of Houston evicted a whole apartment complex because they had sewer issues.
Yeah.
Went in there and
we have pipe problems here too.
they went in there with the landlord. They tried to find the landlord and they couldn't find him. Turned out he skipped. He skipped the country. So when they found out he skipped the country, then they condemned the place and they told everybody they had to be out by the end of the week.
You know how many of them I've seen do that, and they're still doing it. You know, and I'm not trying to be mean, but a lot of foreigners come in here and buy those places up, and they run it into the ground, and they take the money and head back home.
Yep. Some of them don't even come over here.
No.
They sit over there wherever, and then they buy the place on auction, and they don't care how it's run. They don't care what the rules are.
As long as the money hits the bank.
That's it. When the money starts going downhill, they abandon the project.
Yeah. Because I work for HBI, and I can speak for that from experience. I worked with two of them. Every time I called them, told them exactly what was wrong with the building, what was needed. This is what I got. Patch it.
Yep.
Patch it best you can.
Well, like I said, this one place here, they couldn't find him, so then they turned around and once they couldn't find him, the Red Cross came in and helped them, but beyond that, there was a couple churches or something. But man, most people lost everything they owned because there was nothing they could do.
Yeah. Trust me, I can take you to many buildings in certain cities where the only thing between you and sewer is a cut inner tube and clamps.
Yeah, this place here,
because it's cast iron pipe. You know when you bust a hole out of the side of a cast iron pipe, you ain't patching.
I wish I had the pictures to show you. I was living in one over here on Van Road, and they had literally taken a 4-inch pipe, whittled a hole in it, and stuck another
PVC pipe in it.
Yeah,
Yep.
there wasn't no fitting or nothing. And
No, it was just shoved in there.
Tire and everything. But one day I was out there looking at it, and I bumped it, and it came loose. I just walked back to the house. I said, "Well, I'm draining now. Okay." The
Yeah.
next thing I know, they'd back there with brand new pipe and everything, fixed it.
Yeah.
Fixed it better than it was.
Yeah. Oh, I've had to do that in the middle, like the holidays, or a down drain pipe from a main building go out, and I've had to take the chain cutter. You know what I'm talking about, for that cast iron, and cut it off smooth each end, and then hollow the center out, and then take a piece of PVC pipe and cut slashes on each end to where it bevel a little bit, hammer it in one way, and then work it back up the other way just to make a connection so it drains.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
stuff.
I
And
mean-
then you get a main line, a trunk line. It's about 5 stories tall, and you get some yahoo about halfway up the building decides he don't like that clamp on his floor. He don't know what it is. He thinks it's in the way, so he wants to take the clamp loose.
Yep, and the whole pipe drops.
Yeah, it caused a big old problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We had a guy did that. He was patching one, and he didn't chain the bottom piece, to keep it from falling.
Mm-hmm.
And 2.5 stories below where he's at, there was a soft spot in it. And from the weight of it, dangling with no support, it collapsed. And that son of a bitch fell all 7 floors.
It wasn't that bad, but the problem was this was the old cast iron instead of the cast iron with the steel clamps, at the joints. This is the bell lead and bell system. And so when he took his clamp off, on his floor, it dropped about 6 to 8 inches, but it messed up all them joints. This guy had to go in there and replace all that pipe. Now here's the thing about it though, the landlord had told the man he couldn't do nothing to that. That was holding the pipe up. So when he did that, the landlord went back to him and said he's gonna pay the bill.
Wow.
He also got kicked out too. Of course, he ain't gonna pay the bill, but he got charged with the bill.
Right.
It went against his lease history.
Well, congrats there, Bashful, on the job.
I heard somebody say they got him a job.
Yeah, that's Bashful.
Let's see. I got a job, so I'm going to be in Indiana the winter at least. Awesome. One of the country stations I listen to is out of Evansville. They got a bunch of jobs in Evansville. About 3 different plants I heard advertising for workers.
Yeah.
But me, I just want to get out of Houston.
Yeah, I got a phone call from one of the old companies I work for up in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Yeah. I told her, I said, well, you said, I'd love to, but I said, hold on, let me fax something to you real fast. It wasn't even 40 minutes later, they called back and said, well, the bean counter said, nah.
I've been in that part of the country in a long time.
Yeah.
I was like 18, like 16 to 17, 18. Yeah. That's
I
about
knew it was coming because when she called, she said, hey, you working? I'm like, no, I haven't worked in years. Hey, you want to come back to Indiana? And I said, well, I'd love to, but I said, got a problem though. I said, let me fax this medical record to you real fast. I'm still waiting for 3 weeks for you to find out the hard way. Let me fax a copy of it to you,
Right.
Yeah. Basically, the insurance company said, yeah, you can hire them all you want. We just can't cover them.
Duro, he said Houston's a great place. What I want to get out. To me, it's not a great place. It's a big old swamp pot. And where I live, just
Jared, you got to realize he's not originally from the Texas area.
I've been here long enough. All they want down here, everywhere I turn, there's somebody trying to stick their hand in my pocket.
Yep.
I've been down in Louisiana a long time too, but I'm originally from the mountains. I'm gonna tell you what, if I had the opportunity and the money, I'd be back here in a heartbeat.
I'll tell you what, it's getting to a point where I get on my place, it's becoming a really serious consideration of me getting a horse. I'm getting sick and tired of these insurance companies and these damn tax offices, these damn people wanting their damn bridge fees and all this other crap. Yeah, it's starting to.
Hey, you know what the other benefit of a horse is? You ain't got to worry about what octane it takes.
Yeah, there's no laws. There's no laws. I can't tax you.
Yeah.
Gerald, I got friends that used to live in Dayton. As a matter of fact, I just left Dayton. I was out there this Saturday and Sunday, putting up a place up.
Yeah.
Trying to get the video up, but I don't know.
Actually, Jared, where he's moving to, he ain't that. It's only about where you're at. What, about 9-hour drive to get to where you got to go?
Yeah, about 9 to 10 hours.
Yeah, I can make it in 7.5 where I'm sitting.
Well, if I jump on an airplane, I can make it in 2. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying I can jump on 171 North and straight to it. Boom, come right out in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta go up 59. But me, just after I drive about 6 hours, it's like I used to be able to drive. I just can't drive anymore.
I'm good for 12. I can drive 12 straight, and after that, I'm done.
And it just depends on the vehicle too. I mean, now if I got an air-conditioned vehicle, I could probably put in 10 hours. But man, I'm driving a vehicle like poor little Jimmy out there. It beating around. It got that little vibration in the steering wheel. Got that little 170, air conditioner going.
You know what my grandpa called that little wiggle in the steering wheel? He said that's to keep you from falling asleep.
Oh no, yeah, it just sometimes it feels like the whole front end is just kind of floating,
Yeah. Sound like you're towed in. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just scared I'm going to drop a box or something like that, and it's hard to invest money in the vehicle because of the engine and the transmission. I mean, I could put $300 or $400 in the front end of it, and then turn around and drop an engine head, and there I'm set. I just spent all that money.
Oh yeah, like the young ones do here. They'll buy. It's funny. They'll go buy $1,000-$1,200 vehicle, and they'll put $8,000 worth of tires and rims on it, and then the motor's blown 3 weeks later.
Oh, I see people. They turn these little rice burners into little tuners, man.
Yeah.
And the minute they do that, they screwed it off, man.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing with that engine after they do that. They just wind it out, man. That's it. They're done.
Well, yeah. Anybody that's already tuned one, nobody wants to buy it because they know they done ragged it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and whatever they're doing to it, they're running the RPMs way up, and I don't know what all they do to them. I'm not a mechanic, but
Like that little guy's truck, when the motor went south, he called, "Hey man, is there any way you can help me out?" I said, "Yeah, you can sell them rims and tires you just put on it for $8,000. Because the motor that goes in there brand new in a crate ain't but $3,200. You could have done bought 2 of them."
and, I mean, and then people say, "Man, you should buy a bit." I paid like $100. I tried to buy the cheapest tires I could find. I paid like $100 a tire, and somebody said, "Man, those are not very good tires." I said, "Yeah." I said, "But
My
if you
tires,
these Houston roads long enough, you'll
I
destroy
buy-
a set of tires."
I buy 80,000-mile tires for $64 a piece, and I mount them myself.
Well, this one guy, he was ragging me about my little cheap tires, and he was bragging about his 10 plies he had put on his truck, paid like $500 for it.
That's what.
And I seen him come to work on a spare rim, spare rim. I said, "What happened to your tires?" He said, "Man, I run over something on the freeway." I said,
Yeah.
You got road coverages? No, they don't have replacement on the tires.
And when my machine broke, I still order my tires where I order them from, but I can take them down to the guy right down the road, and to mount them and balance them, he charged me $12 a tire.
Yeah, I just paid $10 to mount mine just the other day.
Yeah.
I think I destroyed my rim. I think I destroyed it when I had a blowout on the front, and then I tried to reuse it, and I think it's a leaker. So anyway, it's dead. The tire's dead as a doornail now. It's never going to work. It delaminated and all kinds of goodies.
But the sad thing is, every time I bring them tires, he said, "Bro, I sell those tires here. Why don't you just buy the whole thing here? I can mount them the whole thing." I show him my invoice, what I paid for them. He's like, "I can't even get them for that price."
See, what you do though, you get that price, and they got this big sign on the window. We'll match any price. All you have to have is.
Oh no, they won't. Because I asked a few of them around here that does that with the logos, and I showed them my invoice. Oh, we can't beat that. There's no way. I'd lose money. I said, "Well, then you need to take that sign down because you can't match everybody."
Yeah, the way usually they'll come back. You go back a couple days later, and it says,
Well, he did mount my tires for free, so I give him that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there ain't no sense in buying the most expensive tire out there because you're on these dang roads, man. Next thing you know, you got a brand new tire, and you run over who knows what you run over, a piece of steel or whatever. I mean, I had a chunk of looked like a weld, and one brand new tire looked like a weld. And discount tire said, "Oh, we'll fix it." They got this itty bitty hole fixing tool that's been maybe as long as my finger, about as big around as a needle. Oh, the hole's too big for us to fix. I said, "Of course it is, but you gotta fix it." No replacement warranty. They wanted $15 or something for a replacement warranty. And like I said, I didn't spend the $15. I should have maybe.
Yeah.
But like I said, they think on rules and regulations and stuff on this driver's license and tags and insurance. Yeah, the horses starting to look like a really good alternative.
Yeah.
Because You can buy a horse for like $800 to $1,000. You know how much car you can buy for $1,000?
Yeah.
You might be able to get your sheep better for $1,000.
Well,
Well,
I tell you
starting
How
what,
much does it
next year,
cost
we
to
have
feed the horse, though?
yeah.
starting
How
next
much does
year.
it cost to feed the horse?
Well, it depends on what kind of pasture you got.
Right.
I got 4 acres, but it ain't pasture.
Well,
And
yeah, I mean,
I can't do any animals right now anyway.
yeah. Well, I mean, it'll cost you to feed it, but the thing is that you weigh that against the amount of insurance you pay every year for a car that half the time you're not using. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and down here you can't use a horse, because it's just not conducive to, I mean, it's be insane to try to use a horse down here.
And I know this sounds mean, but come worse to worse, that horse will feed you for about 3 months too.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if you remember them stories in Reader Digest, real drama in real life or whatever they was called.
Yeah.
People in all these situations. Yeah, there was a dude got trapped by a blizzard on a mountain, and his horse got injured. Somehow he got injured. Anyway, his horse, and he ended up doing a mercy killing on the horse, and ended up using the horse to survive with.
Well, yeah.
Because the body heat of the horse kept him from freezing. Plus, once the meat started cooling off, and he had something to eat.
Yeah.
That was a weird story, though.
Hey. Well, it wouldn't be the first time it's happened,
Yeah.
Hell, back in my days when I was a kid, I still remember you could buy horse meat in the store
I don't know.
before they outlawed it.
I
And I don't even know why they outlawed it, to be honest with you, because I know people still eat it. They just can't sell it to anybody else, but I mean, they can't stop you from eating it,
It's a sentimental thing.
And
Horse is just another animal. I mean, food's food.
hey, I tell people, look, I love animals just as much as any other guy, but when it comes to that, or my family, the animal's gonna lose every time.
Yeah. I mean, hell,
I can replace a dog or a horse. It's hard to replace a kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you watch videos, you watch the news and stuff, there's some foreign countries where you don't see no stray dogs or stray cats running around.
Well, you don't around here either because a certain group of people that move in here for shrimping.
Yeah.
Which it don't hurt my feelings at all because I'd rather see them gone and trying to eat up everybody's kids because they're running around hungry.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm blessed that I haven't been in a situation where I had to eat my pets.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's, if I seriously get hungry enough and there's no food anywhere, Bow Wow's going to the table.
That's like that dude I was watching on Discovery. It was a family. 3 of them already died from starvation, and the last 2 were halfway there. Guess what they had sitting outside and fenced in? 4 cows.
Oh, that sounds like India.
Yeah. They won't eat it because it's against their religion. I'm like, I'm sorry. I am not going to watch my family die when there's a cow out there in that pen. I don't give a shit who it is reincarnated. They just going to be reincarnated again.
Now, like I said, it's
I mean, because I'm telling you what, if my family's starving, the cows, the dogs, the kitty cats, the rats, they better be worried.
I mean, as rough as it gets around here, I still manage to feed myself somehow,
Yep.
But I mean, there are cases I've seen the videos, I mean, kids living in the dumps, that's where they was born and raised, and they don't know anything else, They see an apple on the pile, and you could tell in the video that the apple's rotten. They just pick it up and start eating it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I tell people when you're
like
starving,
I'm blessed.
yeah, when you're starving, you be surprised what you'll eat.
And you grow up with it, so you don't know anything. You don't know any difference. But yeah, you want to count your blessings. Just watch enough videos of people who don't have your blessings.
All right.
I don't know. The sad thing I ever seen though was when I was overseas the first time. I could actually have a 12-year-old come in your tent, slit your throat from one end to the other, pull all your insides out, and tie it around your neck like a tie for nothing but a Hershey bar. That's how bad and desperate they were.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people see stories and hear things and think, "Oh no, that can't be." Yeah, it is. It's that bad overseas. Trust me. Yeah.
But, and the thing is, what you don't hear on the news is, you don't hear about the free candy vans. You know, those guys over there doing that crap.
Oh yeah. Well, see, over here they call it human trafficking. They give it a good name, that way it doesn't seem so, because they call it human trafficking. They don't come and say women and children are being sold for sex for any means or commodity it could be. And I ain't always money they get.
They used to have regular vacations out of Germany. They'd go over there and buy them the victim for $400. They can get anything they wanted.
I tell you what, I know they've been cracking down on them a little bit, but I can tell you what really makes me sick is why these reporters ain't on that border catching these so-called husbands and fathers that drive across the border so they can go screw a 12, 13-year-old girl and then come home and pat their 12-year-old girl on the head like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make things okay in your brain. That's what it is. Yeah, it's sad but true. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And it's racism. A lot of times it's racism. They don't see that person as a person, so it's, they do whatever they want to. That's their justification.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know.
Sad but true. Oh well.
I guess that's why I never made it that far in security details, because I shoot the son of a bitch.
Well, they did make a movie.
Hey, oops, friendly fire. My bad.
I think it's Michael J. Fox played a role in it.
Yeah.
There was a group of soldiers that went on a mission, and they ended up doing something in the village. They was killing off the village, and he said, "No, we ain't doing this." And
yeah. And then he caught the 5 raping the little 13-year-old girl.
Is that Jarheads?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was a big thing. I mean, of course, it made a big scene.
It happens, man. I'm sorry. It happens all the time in war. I don't care. You can take the newest war all the way back to the freaking war, back when the Vikings and the Romans were fighting and that shit was going down.
Yep.
It's nothing new.
Nope. No, man, it's pretty simple. It sounds complicated, but we're really pretty simple. War is the same thing.
Yeah.
Just the sister goes in and rapes and pillages and conquers.
I don't know how far I am from Center, Jared. Houston's only about a 2-hour drive. I can be in Houston about 2 to 2.5 hours, depending on traffic.
What's the center? What's center? What?
I guess that's.
Is it a town or?
I don't know.
I didn't know either. It's like
you might be saying center of Texas. I don't know. You gotta realize I'm right on the border of the Sabine River, so 20 minutes I'm in Texas.
Yeah. Depending if the bridge is working or not.
Yeah. Well, I know you've heard of Big Lake.
Yeah.
I'm on the Louisiana side.
Yeah.
Toledo Bend, basically. Toledo Bend. Yeah. I'm on the Louisiana side of Toledo Bend. The other side is the Texas side. So.
Yeah, you're like DeRidder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right off of 170 and 190. The only town between me and Texas is Maryville, Louisiana. That's it.
Yep. I kind of know where DeRidder is. I ain't exactly, I can find it though. I kind of know.
Exactly, Dustin. Oh yeah. Let me tell you, Dustin, what you said right there, that's the true meaning of friendly fire. because you got a lot of guys like me that have a conscience. If I caught a guy, I don't give a shit if he's one of my own. I will put a bullet in the back of his head fast. Won't be no court martial. Won't be no judgment. I may go to hell and burn the rest of my life, but I'm gonna be judge, jury, and executioner all in one.
Well, in the battlefield, yeah, if it's friendly fire and you're commanding officers, what happened? I seen somebody moving. I thought it was enemy.
Yeah, he wasn't in his sector like he was supposed to be. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was in my zone, and I thought he was an enemy.
Yeah. Well, they usually don't question you while you shot one of your own. When you say, "Well, he was screwing a little 11-year-old girl," the conversation stops right there because they don't want to have to even fool with that report. Up, friendly fire, he's dead. Shit happens. Move on. Yeah. That's that's the real terminology of friendly fire. Because someone got caught doing something they weren't supposed to do, and they got shot on sight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it is purely an accident, but
Oh yeah, because they got lost on the map and ended up in the wrong sector. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they ended up in the line of fire. Yeah, that happens too. But I'm just saying, the majority of the time, if somebody caught doing something they wants to, and nobody wants to do the paperwork or the bull crap court martial, so they drop his ass in the field.
Yeah, and in a time of war, yeah, he can get court martial, but the chances of him actually getting through the court martial because he's needed on the front line. Best way to make sure he gets justice is served. Oops, damn.
Well, I tell you another thing. A reason a lot of them don't get court martial for certain things, and this is a favorite one they like to put. Well, he'll probably end up getting killed anyway, so just put him back out in the field.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll look out and he gets shot and we ain't got to worry about it. But until then, he's a breathing bullet.
Yeah.
Well, and like I said, it in a war zone, it's all that's the enemy anyway. So,
well, I tell people
officers that feel the same way as a.
Yeah. Well, I always hear these people. They got rules and regulations. It's war. Do you know how far rules and regulations go when you're in war? About as far as you can throw the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why people get this concept. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. There's a reason they call it war. It's not pretty.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like in the I don't even know what they called the war, but the two there was opposing sides, and there was supposed to be a peace treaty, and they were supposed to meet on the bridge and kiss, and they'd meeting on the bridge doing that, and a sniper killed them.
Yep.
Anthony?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to jump off of here. I'm tired. I'm going to leave your stream running, but I may fall asleep. So, anyway, good night, everybody.
All right. No problem, because I'm not going to be on here. I'm not doing no marathon, so, yeah.
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 All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for having me, Anthony.
Later, lady.
All right. Bye.
Get you some rest.
I will. Bye.
Right.
Let me down that and.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, my Jimmy, man, for a free vehicle, it's been running like a champ, man. I'm really proud of it.
Hey, the little 4.3 V6 is a diehard, man.
Yeah, it's like I said, I found out something about this car I didn't know. When the engine check light comes on, it also wants you to check the transmission too.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's all tied in the same ECU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, I got a high pressure transmission leak. What I'm just doing here local, it's fine. But if I'm making a long trip, like I went to Kansas in it,
Squirts everywhere like a freight train.
Yeah, it was this. You can see where it's been blowing transmission fluid on the undercarriage.
Yeah, but hey, look, you ever get in the salt belt, you ain't got to worry about it rusting.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's already pre-soaked.
Yeah, it's already got undercoating on it.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
only problem is when all the dirt starts sticking to it and it starts caking. And
Oh yeah, I had a
And
68
then it wants the whole moisture. Yeah.
Dodge, a 68 Dodge Coronet. And well, I had to replace the flywheel, and that was the last time I did anything with it because it's like, man, I can't replace that flywheel. I said, there's 2 inches of dirt on this thing. I said, I'll start taking the dirt off her, and it's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, that's like my old boy that had the engine. He was going to take it to get it boiled, to get it cleaned up.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, they charge $600 to do that, right? Oh, yeah, that's why I'm waiting to save up the money. I said, well, I'll tell you what. Give it to me for about 2 days. You come look at it, and if you like what you see, you give me $100 and we'll call it even. Yeah, you know what I clean it with, right? Bleach, Dawn, and ammonia. All mixed together. Of course, I'm in a well-ventilated area. When he came over the third day, he's like, man, that something looks like it's brand new, come out of the crate. I said, I told you.
we pressure washed one with a boiler set up. It was a 4,000 pound machine.
Yeah.
It was he put baking soda in there. He siphoned out a baking soda.
Yeah.
And so he had steam, baking soda, and that high pressure. Man, it didn't matter what it was. It was coming loose.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the way people don't realize. Yes, mixing ammonia and bleach is very deadly in a closed area. But in an open area, it will strip. I don't care what's on that metal. It's coming off.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they have that aircraft cleaner. Some kind of it's outlawed over here unless you're in the industry.
Yeah.
We was shipping it out by 20,000 gallons at a time or whatever. In our module, we sit shipping out all day long overseas.
Well, the problem was it's actually some really good stuff, but the problem is people were dropping it down a regular drain and letting it get into the sewer system, and yeah, it was causing havoc.
Plus, like I said, I've learned a lot about environmental laws and stuff. Most of the time, it's just like I don't get it. Why you got these laws?
Especially when it gets in a pipe and it's hot and steaming, and you got the idiot on the outside that doesn't know it's there, and he's edging his driveway or his sidewalk area, and he hits the metal of the drainage deal, and it sparks, and the fumes catch and blows up half the street.
Yeah. Well, I was in Louisville when they had a sewer explosion.
Yeah.
Arena had a leak, and they told the people, they told the sewer department, hey, we got a leak, man. We don't know how much pipe was affected, but this is reactive with methane gas, and when it hits methane gas, the city will sit out. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I remember that in Louisville. Yeah.
And I forget how many you could see. It just looked like a whole trench right down the middle of the street. Took out the whole street.
Yeah, it looked like the city went down there with a backhoe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Perita told them. Of course, I think you still got fined, but
when all that was getting cleaned out, I was one of them guys on that backhoe cleaning all that debris up.
Yeah, you can think about it. It's all amazes me how we can have a system operating at the same time it's operating, we're fixing it, and that's all the houses was connected to that line. They had to have sewer somehow,
Hello, Sarah. No, but people don't realize even a normal sewer, if it's not moving right and it's sitting there fermenting, it'll explode. Just the crap coming out of your toilet.
Yeah.
If it's not being pumped out or pumped down like it should be, your sewer will fill so full of methane, and somebody go out there and happen to be standing by one of them drain hoses and lights a light or just light a cigarette or something, and then they'd be mowing and hit the concrete edge with the blade, spark it just right.
Yep. What kind of
WP? Ain't not a gamer.
Sounds interesting. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I don't know. That's a weird cartwheel. That's a weird picture through my mind there. I hope that's like a typo or something.
Hey.
Or is it one of them toys that
No, that's gamer.
Yeah. Yeah. Game was kind of like that.
I tell people all the time, you know, we got all the resources we need. We don't have to be in the Middle East. And people say, "Oh no, we can't do anything." We don't. We got the resources right here. Every city has a large potential methane digester. Every city.
Yeah.
And you get the methane, get it compressed, run it through the furnace, and break it down. You can get anything you want to from it. Because all you want is carbons. You generally feed the hydrogen back into the system.
But that's well, you know as well as me. Between here and where you're at, most of the plants run off their own methane they create.
Yeah.
They have plant parts of the plant that's burning the own, the waste they make anyway. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's an olefins unit, that's what it is. Natural gas.
yeah,
You know. I've been in the industry. It's like I don't get it. You know, where there's literally billions of cubic feet of natural gas up underneath the Gulf of Mexico. Why do we need to be over there in the Middle East? We're not over there for the oil. It looks like we are, but we're not.
yeah. But you know that game. You know what game they're playing. You buy from them. You cap yours. You buy from them, and then when they run dry, guess who becomes the richest country?
Yeah,
The
but
one that's still sitting on oil.
yeah, but that's not even why we're over there. We're over there because one little old country that if we leave them alone to their natural defenses, they'll be gone within a year.
Oh, you talking about Qatar?
I'm talking about Israel.
No, Qatar. Qatar, man, you wouldn't believe the oil that comes out of Qatar.
Yeah, well, like I said, you know, there's a lot of oil in the Middle East, but the sweet oil, the best oil, is coming out of Venezuela, and they went into a civil war. And we didn't even go down there to protect that.
Well, that's because they chose to go communist, and then it's kind of like that. Hey, you chose it, you deal with it.
You know, it just our United States government doesn't change it. It makes you go, that don't make a lot of sense. Well, it does to the rich people that's involved, but
Well, I don't know. That's why when all these people scream wanting to go to communism, I'm like, do you really know what happened? I mean, look at all the examples around us. They don't look good.
No, we're blessed with this government we have.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say blessed. We just, we're luckier than most.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
in the context of, in the scheme of things, our country's better than a lot of places.
Yeah.
There's still some crazy shit going on that it's like, really? You letting that happen?
Yeah. I'm a fighter one way or the other. I don't care where it really goes. It just I will be that old son of a bitch standing out in the middle of the street going, "Told you, fuckers."
I'll be sitting on my porch when they tell me I can't be on my porch no more. So, well, come get me.
Yeah.
Come and get me. 'Cause I know they can. I know they could. Okay.
Yeah, but right now the ones going for all that crap, all they hear is free. There's nothing free.
No, what I got up there in the country ain't free. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why in the hell the 911 people are having such a hard time putting the address on my place. That baffles me.
Yeah.
Baffles me.
I always learn you go to the county commission. That's where you get your 911 from.
Yeah.
You go up there with your you got to go up there with your what do they call that? Your
D.
no, not your deed.
Survey.
Your lot number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've turned in all my information, everything that, the GIS map information. I've got all the information that they're supposed to already have,
Yeah.
Haven't contacted me yet. I'm still sitting there going,
Yeah.
I got to take care of some business tomorrow, or try to take care of some business tomorrow. You know, I was gonna try to go just do a little bit of day labor, but I got a little legal issue I got to deal with. I'm
Yeah.
trying to. I've had to fight them before, so I
Well,
probably can't get anything done.
fastest way to ever get a 911 address for a lot is to go to the tax commissioner.
Yeah.
Because they'll have all that.
Most counties and
They'll even tell you if the taxes are up to date.
most places I've ever been, they got a 911 map. Every single lot, every single parcel, every single piece of land in that community has a 911 address already established. Apparently they don't up there. Don't make no sense.
Well, it depends too, because a lot of times land was never meant to be zoned out for residential, and then all of a sudden someone goes out there and subs it, and then they have to come up with the address.
But
But usually your tax commissioner will know that before anybody, because that's their job to pinpoint what you actually own and what you owe taxes on.
Well, apparently, everybody knows about the lot number. They don't have 911 address.
Well, they may never have one made for it. They may have to make one
Well, like I said, most places already got the map established.
to a point.
You know.
Within the city limits, yeah, but outside the city limits, no.
Well,
Yeah.
there's not any place in the United States that's not covered by 911. Every spot in the United States, except for maybe just one or two areas, are covered by 911. I mean, you can be on the side of Devil's Peak, help! I need to be rescued, and call 911. They'll rescue you. So, I mean, it's 911 everywhere.
Well, before they annexed this area where my house is sitting now, none of it had 911. Not until they annexed it. Because if you come to my area, this is how confusing it is. If you come to all the roads off the main road where I'm at have a north side and a south side. Like I live on the south side. If you don't put the south side, if you don't put South something street, it'll actually go to the same address on North Street.
Oh yeah, that's the way it is in a lot of places.
Yeah.
I live in a place where you got north, south, southwest, southeast, northwest, north,
East, west, yeah.
and all the numbers. If you don't have that, designation in there.
It could go anywhere. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember a story very vividly about two kids. About a kid. If they broke into his house, his mother taught him what to do. So he went to bedroom, and that's what he did. He waiting in the closet, and they rummaging through the house. He'd already called 911. Help, and he was giving them the address, but they couldn't find him. They couldn't figure out where he was. They couldn't get the number. And when they broke into the closet door, and the one guy got blasted all over the room, and the other guy went running out of the house with his buddy's blood and guts all over him. Well, there's a woman coming up the street. She calls 911 about this guy running down the street all bloody. And she gives the correct street. I think it was a Quart or something. Mm-hmm. So they finally connected the two and said, wait a minute, that guy. Okay, and then that's when they went and found the guy that was deceased.
Yep. Well, like the last piece of land I was looking at. Guy got all bent out of shape because I called I found the county it was sitting in, called the sheriff department, because they usually the ones that collect taxes for stuff anyway, for the tax assessory office. Well, I gave him the lot number and everything. The guy says, oh, yeah, and I gave him the name of the last owner, and they go, oh, yeah, but he said they're 4 years behind on taxes. And I said, well, do you have the amount that's owed right now? And the guy goes, well, I'm really not supposed to give it out. I said, look, bro, I'm in the middle of trying to buy this. I'm going to end up having to pay it anyway if I buy it with it. Taxes been owed it. So, yeah, I need to know what it is. So he told me. Well, I called the realtor back up and told her, hey, remember the offer you make them? Well, you call them back and tell them to minus $4,500 off of it. For what? For back taxes. Yeah. I'm not going to pay them and turn around and pay the taxes too.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
The lady got all bent out of shape about it, and I said, "Well, I'm sorry. Well, it's either you take the $4,500 off what I offered, or you send me the letter showing that she paid it up to date. One of the two's got to happen,
yeah.
and then I'll release the money. But until then, until I get that piece of paper, or you call me back and said, yeah, we're taking the $4,500 off the price you offered, and then, and then we can deal. But until then, no."
Yeah. I've learned one thing. Taxes got to be paid up, and then you got to have survey. You got to know where your corners are.
Well, yeah. Well, I tell anybody, if you don't do at least a title search,
Yeah.
God help you.
See, I went with a quick claim because it was cheap, and
Yeah.
I should have done the dang
Well,
warranty title, and I didn't. So here I am.
yeah.
It's either going to work or it's not going to work. If it don't work, then I just got screwed.
Well, I was looking at area. That there's no way there's an HOA there. There's no way.
I'm not getting anything back from these people. They ain't nobody contacting me one way. And like I said,
because I'm just saying, by law, if there was one there, that has to be
registered.
Yep, and it has to be told to the potential buyer too.
Yeah. Well, that's a valid point too. But saying, I know full well these people don't always do what's legal.
Oh, I know.
But
yeah, yeah, Randy, are you a mannequin man?
Yeah, and just listening to the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get on these live streams and start rambling.
Well, that's what they're for. Even people get mad. I said, well, if you had something to say, jump in. I'm like you, Jerry. I can hold a show on my own.
Yeah. Well, I got on there and I forgot to give the man my new address, so he sent it to the old address, which is a UPS store. So now it's got to go back to him, and he got to resend it.
Yeah.
Because I know they're not holding it for me because I don't have a mailbox. So once they realize the mailbox ain't there, they just return it to sender, which kind of sucks. But I did it. So I told him, I said, I screwed that pooch. I said, sorry, man. I mean, he got all bent out of shape because I had reservations about what was going on. He's like, I said, man, you know what?
Well, yeah, but you have every right when you're at your property and one of your neighbor comes fills your head full of crap. You have the right to find out if he's full of shit or not.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like I told him, it's like I said in I rewatched the video. And I said, you know what? I'm not pulling it. I'm not changing it. I'm just going. I posted another video because,
no, you didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing out of content. I mean,
I jumped down. I didn't just automatically assume the man was a crook. I said, okay, I don't know what's going on here. And matter of fact, I said it in the video. I've been in long enough to know, people can walk around all day long and tell you they're God. I mean, there's gonna be somebody that believes in, and some people that don't.
Well, that's like I told that one guy. I said, no, I don't think Jerry meant anything intentionally about it. But the thing is, you got to realize he also told the guy his plans, and the guy just might have heard one word and he didn't like it and told him a bunch of bull crap.
Yeah.
He may be an animal hater, and you said, hey, I'm going to get me some goats. Oh, the hell you're not.
No. And the thing is, the reality here, the reality of the situation up there, I drive up and down that road, and there's nothing there that looks like hunting cabins. It looks like there's a population out there during hunting season. That's it. So, I mean, what I'm trying to do is obviously not that. So,
nah. I know people that buy land like that where you're at and move out there and put a pole with a meter on it, get the electricity run to it, and then sit there with an RV until they get something built.
Yep. Well, the people next door to me, they got a meter, and the leader line is laying on the ground, going to the cabin.
Yeah.
And it ain't new. It's been there. For a while.
Yeah.
And I can't, like I said, I can't go to the utility company and say, "Oh, I want electric at 495 Barnes Road," because according to 911, no, that may not be true. If I Google 495 Barnes Road,
Actually,
it's way down the road somewhere.
Actually, I can tell you another way you can probably take care of it. You call them, you set up to meet the guy at somewhere close to where it's a mutual spot, and then have him follow you out, and they could probably tell you the 911 address of that area before you even get it from the county.
I know they're gonna have to come out and look at it anyway because
They got to figure out what they got to get. Yeah.
they got to tell me what I got to have and all this other stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna have to tell you how many jump poles you got to have, or they got to figure if they got to hang a transformer or not.
Yeah.
Because they can't just tie you straight in the line. It's got to have a transformer.
Yeah. Yeah. Your house don't run at 7,800 volts.
No.
Yeah.
It'd be fun for about 5 seconds.
Yeah. Your house would be a whole lot more efficient if your appliances run at 7,800 volts, but
Yeah.
not very practical.
Now, can you imagine trying to change a burnout fan motor and a refrigerator that ran on that?
Hey, the motor would only be about that big.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be very big.
Yeah. Turning at 90,000 revolutions a second.
It'd be crazy, But you know what? The voltage is set in 7,800 volts, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when it drops down to 220, it could carry the whole neighborhood, not just you.
Right.
That's like running your water lines at, like 12 inches on the main line. It's dropping down on it. Well, here it's probably 24 inches or bigger. But I mean, when you put a little 3/4 inch line on it, you're going to get pressure. You're going to get what you need.
Yeah.
The way it works.
Yeah.
That's where you get your pressure. You pushing high volume through a smaller and smaller pipe. Same thing with electricity. It's just microscopic fluid.
Unless you like my neighbor, he started out with small and moved up to big. I'm like, dude, that's why you have no water pressure. You got it backwards.
Yeah.
You want the big stuff off the main line, and then right before you get to your faucet and your sinks done, you want it on the 3/4 line.
I had to go in. I was working with the well service company. We had to go in and replace the well. It was like the third pump they'd replace. They couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. They want a lot of water at the house, so they had run a 1-inch line from the well to the house.
Jesus.
And the guy that looked at it, because this is like the third company that came out there replacing motors. And he looked at it and said, I'm not even going to put a motor in it.
Well, all these houses out here where I'm at were done like that. I don't know why. I guess the plumber must have been a cousin or uncle of the developer or something, because when I first moved in this house, if you was in the kitchen and had the water running, it'd be running fine. But if I went in the bathroom and flushed one toilet, the water looked like it was just barely drizzling out of it. Because you opened one more valve,
I know people that they can't even turn the shower on, get the shower to work. The water, it'll come out at the bottom, but it won't come out the shower.
Yeah, because they can't push uphill.
Yeah, because they can't push enough water into the system.
Yeah. Well, you take a couple of pipes and swap them back like they're supposed to be, and the next thing you know, you can power wash with it.
One reason your plumbing in an RV is really small.
Yeah. Well, you're not moving a large amount to a large area anyway. So.
No, so you put a pump in there that's maybe.
I've replumbed a lot of them with 1/4 inch PEX pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depending on what pump they had in it, Now, when you hooked up to a landline, it don't really matter. But if you're dry docking, you better have your piping right to that pump you got.
Yeah, it's weird how all that works.
Yeah.
What gets me is people take and they actually sell them. They'll take a RV plug that you plug your 30 amp cord into, and you redo, and the other side of it, you can plug it into quote heavy duty extension cord.
Yeah. like a 30 amp or 50 amp cord.
Yeah, plugged into a 15 amp circuit.
Yeah.
Really? Well, it's only supposed to be there to maintain the
But
battery.
okay.
So it's crazy how that works.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's 12:30 here. This mannequin's gonna have to call it a night.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, we'll see you.
good, man.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Appreciate you jumping up, Randy. We'll see you later, man.
Okay, bye.
Later.
Peace. And then there was two.
Yeah. Yeah.
The chat keeps moving, so there's people in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of people that come listen. They don't like to get on panel, but they'll come and listen.
I got somebody. He makes a really
And Dustin would normally jump up here, but for some reason his phone StreamYard does not like his phone.
yeah. Well, I got somebody that makes comments on my videos, and he's making some really valid points and really lengthy comments. He goes to his channel and he don't have any of his own videos. It's like, dude, you got all this knowledge, and you apparently are very vocal. You don't mind being vocal, so why ain't you making videos?
Yeah, you get a lot of those. Because I can have a video and say 3 or 4 times, this might not be the right way, but this is the way I do it.
Yep.
And they still got to be criticized. I'm like, dude, no one said, I didn't get up here and say, hey, this is the only way you should be doing this. I tell people all the time, this is the way I do it. It may work for you and it may not. And I'm not saying this is 100% right way, but it works for me.
Yeah, it's like this video editor. I got this video I want to edit, and I don't know how to use the editor. If I get for more on this big computer on the desktop, it's going to be a different version, and then it's got a watermark on it about that takes up almost the entire video, so it don't do no good to get the free version.
Right.
Yeah, I don't mind using the free version, but the way they do it, they watermark the whole dang video.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to look at a video editor on this big machine, see what I can get, because I'm by myself. I mean, this stuff I got to teach myself how to use it. And, I want to video. It takes me a while to learn an editor. So.
Well, the good news is I tell people all the time, search on YouTube itself. Watch a few videos because, there's so many videos of certain, different stuff out there. You just got to find a few that you can, understand, comprehend, and watch them.
One of the things I was trying to do is I was trying to get something, I didn't think anybody else was really using that much. So I could have, they would have a little different feel to it, but
yeah,
everybody's using Filmora and
the
other one, cyber something. Where the watermark is down in the corner.
Yeah.
And then there's one that they use on their phones. I don't know how to edit a video on a phone. That just
I do good to do it on a computer, more or less.
I barely do it on a computer. It's like I don't get how it works. But this editor I got, it looks like an editor. I just don't know how to use it.
Well, I bought Filmora, and I think I've used it twice since I bought it. The rest of my videos is pure raw,
Yeah. If I post it from my phone, it's it's all used. I sometimes use the pause button to edit, but the phones are like stupid, and if you don't touch it just right, it either don't turn it off or it don't turn it on.
Yeah.
I ended up a 37-minute video that was about junk. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. And if somebody hadn't left me a comment about it, then I never would have known it.
Yeah.
But the first person that commented, the only person that had commented at that time, I said, whoa, what's going on? So I went and looked at it. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Because it was almost about 37 minutes of blank video. I was like, I tried to edit it out and couldn't even edit. There was nothing there to edit.
All right. Yeah, I usually at least try to say hello when I come in. Might not have a lot to say a lot of times, but I'll at least say hello.
Yep.
You know, that way you know, well, yeah, he was there. Yeah.
Well, I just got my curiosity going. What in the heck is behind our pictures? You are entering something American flags.
Oh, that's an old deal. It says caution you're entering a redneck area, American flags, armed citizens, and you know,
Oh,
it's basically letting them know the snowflakes. This ain't the place for you.
well, I figured it was. You know, I kind of knew a little bit about it, but like I said, it's like,
Well, it's just basically saying if you know if American flags and armed citizens offend you, this may not be the place for you.
right.
Yeah.
Ooh, I seen a post over there on another website on Reddit. PETA, whoever they are. You know,
Yeah.
we don't really have a lot of good things about them, but they called out this sanctuary, cat sanctuary.
Yeah.
What is they got big cats, but they're breeding the panthers and the tigers, I think. So
Wow.
they're white cat. Okay, they're not a sanctuary. They're not a legitimate sanctuary.
Yeah.
They're breeding the big cats. There's only one reason they're doing that.
Well, my thought when you was a sanctuary, you wasn't supposed to be breeding anything.
Nope, not. They're only doing that for one reason. They're selling them cubs,
Yeah, they gotta be.
and they're selling them because they're that mix.
Yeah.
So yeah, Peter called them out. So yeah,
Well, yeah, because they're messing with something they can't handle anyway.
right.
You know, there's certain animals you can't mix breed like that because you get some Looney Tunes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, well, these, if I remember right, you mix the panthers and the tigers, you end up with a lot of genetic uh, mutations, and it ends up being really bad for the animal.
Right.
And then the rich people that are buying the cat don't want the cat, you know, clawing up the furniture, so they declaw them. So now
Right.
you got a big cat with genetic problems. Plus now they can't defend themselves, and then they end up in a refuge somewhere because nobody wants the cat no more, and really don't think you can do with them and just put them out of their misery.
Well, that's if you remember Chow, the dog breed Chows. That's why they had such a bad habit of turning on the owners because they were so crossbreed, mixed breed. They were cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs when they got to a certain age. You know,
Yep,
not all of them, but a large
it's not
percentage.
predictable.
Yeah. Because I had one, and when he got about 12, man, he got to where none of my kids or my wife could get around him, and I was in his cage cleaning his bowls and stuff and getting ready to feed him, and he tried to attack me. I was like, nope, time for you to go.
Yeah.
Hello.
Am I making noise?
No.
Okay. I was just check. Okay. I was checking. Yeah. But yeah, continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah.
But hello, everybody.
How you doing, Dave?
Not much.
Hey.
I drank a beer and I'm kind of, on my level. I'm not drunk. I'm lit.
Yeah.
You know.
Kind of drinking. Called drinking the dog in the hair.
Yeah. It it's that beer when you get off work kind of thing. That
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me have a beer before I kill somebody.
Right. Okay. Wishing you had weed.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I walked in the store today, and they're selling hemp wraps.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's more efficient.
Yeah.
So of course, hemp is a legal product.
Right. They should replace it with a lot of stuff. So
Yeah, you ever seen that deal where they made the cups and bubbles with hemp and showed how it deteriorated over 5 years?
Mm.
A lot better than plastic ever was.
Yeah, they want to replace it with plastic. That's the thing. So.
Well, they was using hemp back in World War One.
Yeah, they were making
Uh-huh.
rope coated and everything else.
You see these places called Hempstead and Hemp Road and stuff, and the hemp. That's where it was. We
Yeah,
got
I know. I heard that last one. It creaked up all of a sudden. Yeah, we got a slight echo now.
I am.
I don't know. It just started. It was real low and then it got a little louder. Even Maxwell heard it.
somebody probably still has YouTube up.
See, that's one thing I can't get. Hold up. Let me see.
You mute YouTube and you're fine. You mute
Yeah.
YouTube.
Okay. Is it a little better?
Hello?
I think
Hello?
so.
Okay. It may be for the chat because it may be different for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I ain't in. Because I'm not on YouTube. It might be crazy on YouTube.
Yeah, because I'm on my phone, so I'm having to go back to it where I was on YouTube and actually, swap it, on my phone out to to get rid of it.
Right.
Makes you think we miss Hangouts. So, yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, Hangout did suck, but just a little bit.
Yeah. I'm still mad about that. They probably get something that actually works and then they want to do away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be different.
Yeah. I had a way to learn. I could just go to YouTube. The OSB on YouTube, but I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
When they get rid of YouTube comments? What, September something?
Yeah. Just end of last month.
That's stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
And guess what I'm using now?
Mm.
Hangout again.
You back?
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't do like most people. They deleted Hangouts altogether. I still have all my contact.
I don't even use Hangouts anymore. I don't think so.
Well, yeah, most people done deleted.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I got my messages, my links to get into chat, and I no longer use it. So everybody's using a different platform, which doesn't mean better. It just means, they don't know what they're doing, basically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The echo's coming from me and Anthony, but we wasn't echoing before.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me try something. I'm gonna mute your mic here. All right. You hear it now?
What echo? Ain't no echo.
Yeah. Anybody in chat hear it now? Well, y'all don't all answer at one time now.
Can you hear me now?
That's not what I asked. I asked, do you still hear the echo?
Now all the people talk about the echo, nobody's talking now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, David.
Well,
Hello. Yeah. When I unmute you. I can hear it.
Is it back now?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by nuisance. Donna. So, you know what I mean? It just nobody wants to hear a fucking echo when you're chatting and shit. Yeah.
When you talk, it's fine. It's just when me and J-Dell talk, it echoes. So if I have to.
Oh, I'm causing y'all to echo. Okay.
Right. But ain't no biggie.
Okay.
I mean, 'cause I can just, when you're not talking, I can just mute your mic.
Okay. I'll just let you know by give you a
So,
signal. Like, hey, yo, you know.
Hey, I got something to say, motherfucker.
I mean, you can mute me for now if you would like. I mean, y'all, yeah. And, just the echo and shit, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, so as long as it's muted, we don't get feedback.
Yeah, and he's on the phone. That's what's happening. It's,
Well, yeah, but
he can't
StreamYard.
keep it saying and close one and keep the other open because the way the phone works.
Yeah.
All right, that's people tell me all the time, man. All I need is the phone. Okay.
Hello, Severa. Long time no see, brother.
Yeah, I don't know how anybody keeps up with everything with just a phone.
He should be getting home shortly, Joseph. He still might be on his way home from work. He don't usually get home till about midnight my time, and it's 11:45 now. So it won't be long. Is that your signal?
No.
I seen you flare it out. I was like, oh, he got something to say.
Oh.
My bad.
Well, I gotta find a video editor, so I'm gonna let y'all go.
All right, man.
I gotta go find me a video editor to try to make me a video. So,
Yeah. All right. Later, Jerry. You have a good one, man. Yeah, well. It's just me and you now, Dustin.
Is it echoing? I mean, we're not echoing, right? So that would, yeah.
No, it's only when I talk.
To other people on the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Best for get your fucking ass up here, B. No. Don't pretend that you're busy. Get your ass up here.
It might be her coffee and vinegar night.
Yeah. Her salt and honey bath dime or something.
With the charcoal on the side?
Yeah, charcoal. Her lavender and eucalyptic, you know.
I can hear her now. She's going to choke you bastards.
I know. She was like, Dustin, don't make me come up there and cuss you the fuck out, you stupid figure. No.
Be like my sister. You just mad my skin. So.
Okay. Gosh, get your ass up here, somebody. But yeah, Lord have mercy. I have chicken on the fucking stove and it smells good as fuck.
You better remember it.
Yeah, I let it, on simmer, that kind of thing, like 3 or 4 or 5 on the stove, and I'll just let it go. I just let it go.
Slow and low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it slowly cook, like it's a crock pot or something.
Yeah.
And it's really, it's really not. I used to have one, but I don't no more. So they go fast.
Yeah, that's like one time I was at my cousin's. Like, I ain't got nothing to cook. So I went to the fridge. I'm like, she got a chicken quarter.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I took that up. Add onion, like that. Put the pot, put some salt and pepper. You had a box of noodles. I heated that up. I had a big pot of chicken noodles.
You know them people that act like they don't have none to eat, but you look in their cabinet and you see like 15,000 meals in your mind. Like, shut the fuck up! Like I can cook 16 meals in front of you right here. You know, like I have nothing to eat, and like,
Yeah.
I have nothing to eat. I was
Or my
like,
favorite is, I look in the pantry and they got cornmeal, flour, and baking powder. But they go, I didn't have money to buy any biscuit mix. I'm like, it's right there.
right. You can actually make your own. Oh my gosh.
And then when I do it, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's easy. And I'm like, duh.
I would like to make my own noodles one day, like make a fettuccine something and make a put the bread in, the egg, and make your own, which I don't have the material or the machinery to do that, but I think it'd be cool, like to
But let me tell you,
make your own pasta.
if you can get to making the flour, the dough like you need, all you got to do is have lay a sheet of wax paper, lay it all in there, lay wax paper on top, roll it out, and then take a knife and make liver.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, see, that's the. See, I wanted to do it because I watch a lot of, I am on YouTube.
Yeah, they used to have
but the more like Italian mothers, grandmothers, they use like the old fashioned machines.
No, hand crank.
Yes. I think that's the way that Chinese do it too. They do it handcraft.
Yeah,
they do it like They make their own noodles and shit. So
yeah, but even if you don't have that machine, you can roll it out thin, you can slice it, drop it in some boiling water, done.
Bam.
Yep.
That's
you can make them as thin as you want.
Yeah, and that's I think that's the consistency that you want it. You don't want it. It's according to what noodle you're getting. If you want ravioli, then you would do it a different way and fold it over like a wonton or something, or do it differently than, if you want to do it decoratively. But if you want to do it, like fettuccine or like ramen noodles, something great. Yeah.
It's of course embarrassing. Look, I'm trying to lose weight here. Y'all ain't helping.
Gosh.
I prefer tacos. Yeah.
Tacos?
I like pizza, but if I have a choice between pizza and tacos, it's gonna be tacos.
Yeah, I mean, why not pizza taco? Let me stop. Just have both the best of both words, But people,
that's like my niece likes my pizza dough I make, and the only thing I do different, I throw about 3-4 handfuls of yellow cornmeal. Give it that texture.
My dad used to do that. I swear we would have nothing in the pantry, and for some reason, he was famous for his pit. He would throw like weenies and fucking bologna on the fucking. I mean, it would just something to come up with. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it would just be, potted meat on the fucking pizza or something.
You know what
it was good.
That? It's called imagination.
Yes, imagination pizza. It was we didn't have shit pizza. Yeah.
You eat the $2 pizza and act like you eat the $50.
And it was good too. He used to make it as adults too, but I wasn't that close to him when we were adults. But as children, it's like he would just come up with the most silliest, craziest things. Yeah.
My grandma would take a roll of dough. And she make these little quiche looking deals. And then the potted meat and cheese on top of it.
And
you swear to God,
potted ain't nothing like a potted meat and mayonnaise sandwich. I mean, like I said, I am from the, it would just, you put mayonnaise in your fucking soup beans and nobody really does that. I do. I mean, I've always been taught that. So, put mayonnaise in your soup beans when you have your cornbread and you have your, just a lot of people don't put mayonnaise in their soup beans, but it's so good.
Yeah. Well, it makes a sauce a little thicker and creamier.
Yes, it's amazing. I mean, when I mention it to other people, they're like, "Ooh, you're fucking disgusting," you know. I'm like, no, actually, it's not. You know.
The first time I moved down this area, I was at Pizza Hut. They brought this pepperoni pizza to me. I
Hmm.
reached in my duffel bag, broke out a thing of mustard, spun the speaks around on the platter, and put a swirl on. This one,
Oh,
this one lady was looking at me like, "Hey, have you ever tried it?" No. So she come over and tried it. Next thing I know, she's like, "How far you mustard?"
that right. It's like they're putting. I think what that place, Michigan or Detroit. Well, Michigan, Detroit, whatever.
Yeah,
But they're putting pickles on pizza. I mean, I would totally try that.
yeah,
Pickles on fucking pizza. Oh my gosh, I
yeah.
love pickles in general. So, I mean,
Well,
I would fucking try it.
they got a place here that does that, but they call it the cheeseburger pizza.
Mmm.
And it's got pickles on it. And it's actually good.
I wouldn't care how you put pizza as long as you don't put no, I'd about eat it with anything. Sardines,
Yeah,
fucking I don't know. I'm just a adventurous person, I guess. I don't know. Some people are picky. I'm not. I like to try stuff. Like sushi. I've tried sushi. I never thought I'd like it, but I love it. So
yeah.
yeah.
Some of it I like. Some of it I can leave.
Yeah. People don't like the fact that it's raw fish and it's like, you eat ass. Shut the fuck up. You know, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's sushi. It's raw fish. Get over yourself. You know,
yeah. I always
you
get
know.
that. You eat raw fish. You have your tongue in my ass. What's that? You know?
How is that a How is that a comparison? Fish is actually a food
Yeah,
group. You know, food. Yeah, it's like how are you confishing? Confishing. Ooh, how are
yeah.
you confusing fish with ass? Like, I don't know how that far that goes. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Yeah.
on that one, Severa, I had to go spaghetti. I like hamburgers. I had a choice between hamburger and spaghetti. It's gonna be spaghetti.
I mean, have you ate? I mean, I've ate spaghetti without like a meatless spaghetti. It's I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it's still yeah, it's still good though.
Well, I tell you, you know what the best spaghetti I like? A veggie spaghetti.
Mmm.
You know, with zucchini and all that.
Yes, I can. I love zucchini though.
Oh yeah.
I love zucchini. I mean, have you ever add like shrimp to your macaroni and cheese or um,
Lobster. Lobster.
Nathan weenies to your fucking macaroni and cheese and shit?
Hey, take some imitation lobster and add your macaroni and cheese.
Mmm.
Oh yeah.
Not that imitation though. I would like
Yeah,
real
yeah, yeah.
lobster.
Too much of the real lobster.
Yeah. I want some that imitation taste. I don't know what I was thinking. I ate it before, but
Yeah,
imitation lobster is fucking disgusting. I don't know
yeah.
I don't know. Probably if
Well,
I fried it or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, the best thing if you got to use imitation is use imitation crab.
Crab. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like if you were to ask, okay, I was thinking of lobster, but imitate, yeah. They have a lot. Well, yeah, I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute. Probably crab, yeah. That'll,
yeah.
I can eat that, yeah.
Well, because
Which,
people don't realize most of the time you go to the store and you get a thing called crab salad. It's imitation crab. Yeah.
and to be, I mean, I may live in New York, but I still eat the same that I do when I did back home, surprisingly. I didn't ever got in the groove of eating like certain things that the weirdest shit that you've ever known. Like you would think that I'm still in prison. You know what I mean? Like some noodles mixed with ranch and cheese and stupid shit.
Yeah.
People are just like, what the fuck are you eating? You know.
Well, I've always been a person. I'm going to at least try it once, where I can honestly say, "Hey, I don't like it." Because I hate people who go, "Ooh, I don't like it." Have you ever ate it? Oh, we just looked at it, and I'm like, "Well, how you know it's nasty?"
Yeah, because my mom will not eat rice because it looks visually
Like Mac.
Yes, and I'm like, that's not the point of eating rice, though.
Mm-mm.
That's right. That's you're missing out. How do you know it? Because we every time we go to the Chinese restaurant, she'll tell me she was like, she likes the chicken on the stick and the potatoes and the chicken little Chinese fried chicken, and she'll eat that, but she won't eat anything else. And I'm like, Mom, you just don't know what you're missing, man. You just don't know. It's you don't know until you don't knock until you try it, kind of thing. So
That's like my little nephew. He'd see egg foo young. He's like, dude, you're scrapping that egg. And I'm like, try it. Now he can't get enough of it.
yeah, you have to try stuff to say you can actually genuinely say that I don't like it rather than there's just some things that are not visually look good, but
like
when you
with
taste
egg,
of it, oh my god.
He's like, Uncle, this is good. It's like an egg with chicken pot pie. And I said, I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, if you would ever like know me in real, I did everything in fucking ranch. So I just think ranch makes everything better. I don't give a fuck if it's fruit. I'll dip fruit and ranch. I don't care. So that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll dip anything in ranch.
Yeah.
But so much of it, not to the extreme. Well, probably I'm lying to myself and you, but I'm just saying I love. Yeah.
Me and my wife are the same way. You taste something and you ain't quite got the flavor you look for. You look for your ranch.
Yeah. If it don't, ranch will save it.
Especially good old buttermilk ranch.
Buttermilk ranch gives me surprisingly a heartburn, but it's just so good. There's this new ranch out, like it's called Blaster, like it's called like a ranch that's like a one up from ranch, and it is so fucking good. It's ridiculously like it's ranch, but it's got this taste to. I don't know if it's got butter in it or whatever the fuck it is.
Hey, Sarah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Jared, I can't. We're getting feedback from Dustin's phone.
Now, if I'm a nuisance to the chat, then I'll just
Nah, you're not.
Right. Well, you know what I mean. Some people, like I said, don't want to hear an echo every time it's I've been being from both sides of the train tracks.
Yeah.
I just know how it feels to be like, what happened? I can't.
Well, I'm getting ready to hit 2 hours here anyway, so I'm gonna be shutting it down anyway.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah. Because I'm at an hour now.
Oh, you trying to get 2 hours in?
Yeah, I don't do lives over 2 hours because
yeah, it's exhausting. Yeah.
Well, it's not in that most people ain't gonna watch it for the first 5-10 minutes of it before they click off anyway.
Oh, see, I'll go what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
People. Yeah.
Well,
they don't.
An average, attention span of human beings, 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, nobody's gonna really watch anything unless it's a fucking movie or something.
Right.
Yeah, right. Like,
or unless it's drama.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Yep.
Yeah. You can make a 6-hour drama video and they'll watch it until it dead end, then write you, what happened?
Yeah, because they'll come back and like actually watch it as they'll watch about an hour and a half, maybe 30 minutes, and then come back to it, and then come back to it, and they'll watch it in sections, but
or they'll hear say something about it and they're like, ooh, I gotta go back and watch that part.
Or just go to that part and just skip everything else. Unless you ain't talking about drama, then nobody wants to hear it.
Yeah.
It's like, what have we done? No.
Oh, Severe, I can add 2 seconds. Doggy.
What? What
He
happened?
said doggy versus missionary. I said doggy.
No, dog. See, I'm not in chat. On my bad.
Yeah. See, in my case, it'd be doggy because you know you can hit both areas without having to aim too hard. You know, it's only a half adjustment.
Oh my gosh.
Even Joe said doggy. Besides that, you know, she slap her on the ass.
Get to work, bitch.
Giddy up! Giddy up!
Yeah. Get it up.
Or you do, or you know, you go up there, Tristan, do that. Who's your daddy?
Yeah.
Hey, best thing though, you get roots from that hill, and you kind of wrap around the house real tight. And you stick that son of a bitch in there, and you slap on the ass. Your sister felt better.
Oh my god. The ultimate. No.
Yeah. See how long you can hold on.
Ain't nothing like mad sex. No. Mad as fuck. Just you motherfucking son of a goddamn bitch.
Get off of me.
Yeah. But still taking it, you know.
Oh God.
Yeah. You know, it's like you motherfucking son of a goddamn bitch. You motherfucker.
It's like I used to tell my first wife, I said, shut up, it's your no shit.
Yeah.
Let it up in the air. Over there. No.
Oh god, a screamer.
Yeah.
It's like don't talk. No. Just hush.
I still never forget my neighbor. He said, man, somebody killed a little girl over there last night.
Oh shit.
Son of a bitch. Next time you hear me speak like that, call 911. No one can listen.
Lord.
I said, the chick was in there trying to kill me, man. You just sitting outside going, oh, look at that little girl screaming like that.
It's like if you hear a little girl screaming over here, mind your fucking business, okay? No.
I told him that was me, man. Next time, call 911.
Call 911. Gosh. Oh god. Yeah, because you don't know if it's real or like if you tell it's sort of like should we call the police, but because they told us not to worry, but that don't sound like unusual. You know what I mean? It don't sound like a usual scream.
Hey, that's like I told my first, told my second, and I even told this. Will not be none of the choking shit.
Right. Yeah. That's
I
one of those.
I have a friend of mine that's doing 20 years.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, he got 20 years. Him and his wife are into the choking shit, and they got carried away one night. He couldn't get her back up.
Damn. It can't be that serious. You know what I mean? You're thinking like, come on.
Yeah.
Well, right. That's what I'm thinking. Like, it just, wow.
Well, people don't realize when you're cutting somebody's air off that way, you can actually collapse the pipe.
Yeah. If you, it's supposed to be like a very playful sexual thing, but God, it makes you think: did he really try to kill her?
Right. Well, or was it that intense he didn't realize how hard he was doing?
Oh, I know what you mean. It was just one of those. Yeah. Because during sexual peak, kind of you just don't know what you're going to do. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, there's people like, well, he just made a bad decision. I said, hell yeah, you did. Because I said, have you ever been in a position where you can see yourself in the mirror when you're coming? You look like,
yeah, you look the ugliest face, like,
look like you're having a stroke.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute. Oh gosh, wait a minute. Hold the phone.
Jared, on that one, That would have to be In and Out. I like Whataburger, but In and Out.
I'm not near none of those two, so I can't judge. No.
No, I like Whataburger around where I'm at now, but I used to eat the In and Outs in California. Yeah. Put it this way. That's a hard one. Whataburger. But now, if you got an In and Out and a burger, my ass is gonna be out.
As a matter of fact, I think I have had a In and Out, but not Whataburger. So
Right.
yeah, I probably can't judge that one, but I probably can judge that.
Yeah.
I like the Shake Shack, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the steak burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
There's a restaurant, I think it's called The Cookout. I was down in Virginia visiting, and they had like a cookout. It's called The Cookout, and it's cheap, but it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know, it's fucking delicious, man.
What was that one place I stopped in Louisville? It was like their biggest thing is macaroni.
You talking about Popeyes or
No, it's not
Chick-fil-A?
It's a grill type restaurant, but they got like mac and cheese. Like they got mac and cheese, mac and lobster, mac and crab.
Oh,
hamburger meat.
Was that like a mom and pop's kind of joint or something?
It wasn't a big chain. It was an individual restaurant.
I like those type of fucking restaurants. I don't know. I think them are the most delicious. Yeah, fuck a corporate. Whatever. It's good for what it is, but it ain't nothing like a good old mom and pops.
Well, yeah, because it's not a big watered down chain.
Yeah, it's homemade. It's everything's made on a stove. It's
they had other food, but they had macaroni in any style you could think of. They had it. They had like a macaroni casserole, tuna and macaroni. Yeah.
They try to satisfy everybody's taste buds.
Yep.
Some people like that stuff. It's according to what you like. I'd probably have to try every one of them, knowing me.
Because every day I went in there, they were packed. Yeah.
What were they famous for? Like, certain mom pops restaurants have like a famous. The what?
The homemade mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Okay. Okay.
But like I said, you could have it with kind of like a pizza with macaroni. You had the ground beef, kind of like a shepherd's pie with macaroni and cheese.
Oh, I would probably most definitely.
And then you had macaroni,
get that.
In the casserole, and then you had like 2 to 3 different cream mac and cheese. And you had one with crab, lobster. Yeah.
I like the fact that they bake the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. A lot of people don't do that. People like it on a stove, but baking your macaroni and cheese just does something too.
Yeah, the way they did it was called double bake.
Okay.
Yeah. You know where
I can't wait.
It's nice and melted with that little crust to it.
And you want the corner piece?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I want the end of the pan every time.
Yes, the corner.
I don't want the one in the middle. Get the one in the corner.
My mom is the worst about cornbread. She will eat the fucking crust and not the cornbread.
Yeah.
Like the bread. She will eat the crust. Like she'll get an iron skillet and put it on a stove first and fry it up a little bit, make it like crispy at the bottom, and then stick it in the oven, and it becomes a holy grail of cornbread.
Let me tell you how you do that. I cook my cornbread in a 60-inch cast iron skillet. I grease the sides, a little grease in the bottom. I stick it in the oven at 50 for 5 minutes before I even put the batter in.
Oh, so you let it like sizzle. You know what I mean? Yes.
Pour the batter in it. Throw that in the oven, bake, and that crust is like golden brown.
I might have to try that because I mean I've been using that method for a while, but I'll have to. That's an easier way to probably do it rather than
Yeah,
just.
you got
I mean, my
preheat
mom
the
used
oven
to.
anyway. You got preheat
Right.
anyway. You just have it in there already. Preheat the oven.
Yeah.
By the time it's ready to go, you mix your batter. You pull it out of the oven, pour it in there, put it right back in the oven.
Ain't nothing. My friend, she made a cornbread that it was sort of like a cake cornbread.
Yeah,
It was sweet.
we call that
It-
jiffy cake.
What's that called?
We call it jiffy cake out here. It's
Jiffy
real-
cake. It was a cakey kind of like.
Yeah, it's
It
real
was not even cornbread. It didn't taste like nothing like a cornmeal or anything. But when you slice into it, it was so soft.
Yeah, it raises
Huh?
like a cake.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
delicious and it was sweet. So yeah, she
Yeah.
put sugar in it and all that. She made a 15 bean soup. She put which that was fucking delicious, huh?
No, Jared St. Anthony.
Jared. Oh, oh my gosh, I'm just having these food comas in my mind, man. I'm just, gosh.
I like my biscuits. They're good. Why are your biscuits super good? I said, bacon grease.
Wait a minute, bacon grease makes everything better. I mean, bacon makes everything in general better. yeah, yeah.
But
I used to save my bacon grease.
too. Oh,
I
yeah.
used to though, but I mean, I don't know.
Or make biscuits like that. Bacon grease goes in it.
Or gravy, a good old gravy.
Oh, what?
Yeah, good old bacon gravy. I know my friend. She makes a good old giblet gravy. She makes a good giblet gravy.
Yeah. I do too. Anytime I get a whole chicken, I'm making some giblet gravy.
Mm-hmm. I never knew that it was that good until I tasted it. But it was it's a very irony, like iron taste to
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Because a giblet, yeah. But it was still fucking good.
The
Huh?
liver's liquefied. Yeah.
It was so good. And she
Yeah,
would make
that's
a batter out of that.
You just throw it in a saucepan and leave it there low and low for the whole day. Low and low for the whole day.
I miss that kind of cooking, really. I mean, up here we have, rice. I have friends that cook up stuff and it smells differently until they bring it out. And I'm like, oh, I thought you were making bologna sandwiches. But, they're making fried chicken and rice and, just different. It's just very Latino. And I love it, though. I ain't going to lie. I'm not down to that. But ain't nothing like where I was from, like a good old country meal, like soup, beans, and cornbread and, fried potatoes and ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. There's nothing like that. There's nothing. It's so homey.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't fix that, but a lot of people do. You'd be surprised. Like, you would think like, oh my God, people from New York, they don't know Southern, but there's a lot of people that knows how to throw down on Southern cooking. I'm like, wow, wow. I'm like, how do you do this? It tastes just like like homemade biscuits, not the store-bought bullshit, just nothing.
Lisa. On the Anthony Sandwich, you get horny. Are you doing it?
What did she say?
Hey, we're a bunch of horny eating people.
Okay, we are sex deprived, bitter ass, fucking horny ass. No.
I can throw all sex deprived.
Well, yeah, I better not say that. Donna, get to work. Yeah. No, Donna. Let me roll this cigarette right here. Yeah. I don't know how many people in the world roll their cigarettes. I do.
See, that's okay. Lee. You're not wrong. You get them all horny. Get them over here.
It's like, Lisa, honey, where's Mark? No.
Yeah.
Let me speak. Let me have a few words with him.
Heard you tell your neighbor.
Oh. Okay. She was like, "Aren't you married? Are you married?
Aren't
Didn't you just get? Didn't you
What do
just get
mean you don't
engaged?
mind?
Yeah. Didn't you just get engaged? No. It's like the how long it takes to get over a person or something. You know, that was like
Yeah.
you waited 5 minutes, bitch. You know,
Yeah.
you didn't even get over.
Hey, look, let me tell
Lee.
you. I've known people that's broke. I've known people that's broke in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I just learned that whores heal quicker. So you know.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you know, if I really liked a person, an individual, then it's going to take me some time to, you know, to knock down some barriers. But some people just move on quickly. And, you know, I mean, probably when I was like 22 or something, but not now. But,
Well,
you know, like, oh my God, fuck him. Fuck
I guess
him. You
at
know,
first,
that.
I guess at first, but after about 2-3 relationships, I learned life's too short. Life's too short.
Yeah. Some people's like, it took me 7 years to get over him. Oh my God, you took, honey, that's a cross you carried around for a long time. God damn, you know that, you know what I mean? Like, gosh.
Well, everybody mourns too.
Well, see, more to yeah, because some people, I mean, it took me a while to get over the person I was with, so it's like, yeah, I understand that, but I mean, of course, me being a single person, you know, you act tougher when you're single, but when you're in a relationship, you just, oh my God, yes, okay, whatever, you know. So
See that?
you just love
something right there. I'll never lie. I'm not alone.
Mm,
I am not.
mm.
I am not alone. You could drop me. Nothing. By 7 o'clock. You're in.
Damn. So anybody can. I mean, well, anything just don't impress me. That's the thing. You
Well,
know?
no. I'm not
Right.
saying that. I know
Right.
enough people to work. Yeah. And see, and I learned a long time ago. Don't burn bridges.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. Because you don't know who's going to have your back.
Yeah, you may have to cross it.
I try to if I'm going to burn it, then I'm going to make sure I'm trying not to cross that bridge again.
Right.
You know, it's sort of like, okay, let me finalize this.
Well, it's not only that. You get someone that treats you like dog shit, it's real easy to get over.
Right. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, I've had people say he treated me like shit and he wouldn't let me go outside and get a job or do this or do that, but I loved him. And it's sort of like, look, he was toxic to you. Leave that alone. Move on. Like,
unless you're the one that keeps running back to it.
Yeah, I can't do nothing for you. Yeah,
No,
I can't do nothing for you. Yeah, it just okay.
I invested my time and my heart too many chicks like that, and they'd always react to the same piece of shit.
And, you know, and I think that's the same thing I think we were talking about, or on a live we were talking about the whole, you know, the woman's role and then the man's role. It's sort of like we were raised to think like differently, to say like this is what we should be doing and this is what you should be doing. So it's like, you know what I mean? It gets toxic when you know, if you know that a person is toxic for you and you keep running back to the person, there's really nothing. That's not love, baby girl. That's not love. You know, I mean, that's not whatever you're thinking. A man should never make you cry and make you feel sad and make you feel any type of way and make you feel unvalued or devalued or anything of what you're feeling, man. But the problem
is, you know, what you get someone that's treat you like that, then you treat them right. They don't know how to act.
Yeah, and that's the walls that the next person is going to sadly and unfortunately have to deal with.
Right.
Yeah, and it's just it's sort of like a snowball effect. You know, if this person treats this right, she's going to either become the person that she hates or use that as fuel for the next person You know what I mean? It's just an ongoing thing. So there's just certain things. That's why I say that I would probably never jump into a relationship after, because I think that I will be no good for that person. You know, I'm no good for that person.
Well, that you still be bitter at over.
Right, and take time for yourself. And people think that they need to be in a relationship to validate some kind of societal approval.
No.
You know, to say like, "I look at me, I'm with somebody." It's like, no, love yourself, be with yourself.
Well, yeah.
You know, be single for a while. It's okay. You know, it's okay.
You know, I always say, I always love yourself. You can't love somebody else. Period.
Right. Uh-huh. Because even loving yourself is hard
Yeah.
in a way, you know, and that whole like love yourself before, don't think that you don't deserve somebody loving you since you don't love yourself. You know what I mean? That's a line that I try not to say, like, no, you better love yourself before somebody else. It's like I try to get away from that, because just don't think that by not loving yourself you don't deserve that type of love. You deserve it. You just need to get with the person that will love you through that, and love you for who you are. Just don't think that you're, oh God, I don't love myself, I guess I'm never going to love anybody. You know, sometimes they don't work for everybody, but you do have to love yourself in some type of form of fashion. You know, you can't go around and saying like, oh my God, or self-deprecating. You know, you're so cynical toward yourself to where you can't love anybody, you know.
My wife put it because she always knows they get with these guys that they should be with. They have that they bump on the chain.
Mm.
And my wife said, "How do you change
I mean,
yeah,
you can't. Well, that's one thing that I've learned is never go into a relationship
thinking you're gonna
expecting
change.
Yes, that's one thing that that's either a mutual thing, or to say like I'm going to change because I love this person back, or it's never a thing of like. And some people stay in relationships and hoping that they will change. And that's where it gets toxic. Yeah, it's like I thought he was going to change by me loving him, and I thought I was going to be the one that changed. No, girl, no. It's not about changing people. I think it's about.
But see, that's the one thing that's different between men and women. Women think too much. Men can really give it.
No, what it is that women think too much and men don't think. No.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It just that's the thing. It's like, you know, as a man, but me being, of course, who I am, it just you see both parts. You know, I've had women friends that go through their relationship and they come to me with their problems, and you know, I'm thinking like, oh my God, straight problems. You know,
well, it's
the same thing for me too. So it's like, wow, okay.
Well, you know what I hate? You hate to tell them. I've seen that 5 miles.
What? I'm sorry. You're kind of like coming in and out. I'm sorry.
No, I said I had a lot of them come to me with problems like that, and I'm like, you know, the sad thing is I hate to tell them I seen that 5 miles down the road before it even came.
Yeah. Most and it takes a special eye to see that, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, they want to get mad at you, but you know as well as me. Sometimes telling them the truth will make them mad at you. You have to accept it.
And I think that where a people has been lied to, I think that's important to have a communication. I don't care about you hurting my feelings. I want you to tell me the truth because I can make the decision rather than you sugarcoating it and then you making the as an individual making the decision for me, and then I'm sitting here in the blue, you know, and
I need to tell you, I don't sugarcoat shit.
It should not be a thing. Don't
Nope.
sugar it, because if it ever came down to it, like if you fall out of love with the person, I want you to maturely come to me. And I've never known that no breakup is mature, but like fuck you, you son of a goddamn fucking bit. It's just sort of like, look, I'm not in love with you anymore.
Hey,
It's like just tell me. Fucking tell me. Be honest. Don't
right.
sugarcoat nothing.
Well, the sad thing is, people tell me that how many people say, be honest with me. And then
Yeah.
when you're honest with them, they're like, how dare you?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes honesty, really. Like everybody's like, why did you have to say it like that? Like, God dang, like, God, it just, you could have said it a different way,
Yeah, well, most people don't listen with logic, they listen with their feelings.
Well, it's according to your tone too. If you're just trying to do it
Right,
to hurt a person, then I can know the difference. But when you're doing it to
Soft.
be honest, genuinely honest,
Right.
then you'll know the difference. Like you're just trying to hurt me, ain't you? You're
But that's
trying
why
to,
I always tell people,
you know.
if you don't want to know the truth, don't ask me.
Yeah. Don't. Well, see, that's the thing. It's like I think that it should be asked if you want the truth. Yeah, but certain people, like you said, that think with their feelings more or less than logics, then
Right.
are going to get hurt with the truth. They're like, oh my gosh, But that's just I've learned nothing surprises me anymore. So nothing. It's like, oh, so you want to move on? Oh, okay, I'm fine. Okay.
Oh yeah, Severa. I feel the same way because I've been married since I was 15, and I mean I've had other wives. It wasn't because we split up. My first wife passed away, my second wife passed away, and I'm on wife three. So my last wife we was together 18 years.
It's like by the third wife, it's sort of like, is it me or them? No.
Oh no, I done told this one. I done told her if she passes away on my ass, I'm going to be the biggest horse she ever seen.
Right, you're done. Yeah, okay, you're just done with all that. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because once I get attached, I'm very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Because when my second wife died, I ain't gonna lie to nobody. It like killed.
Oh,
because I lost it.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you lose somebody, it's different when when they go their separate ways and you go their separate ways, but literally go their separate way.
Well, it's different because when you separate, there's always way in the back of your head. You may hate that person good. You always have that. Well, you possibly get back together.
Yeah, your woulda, coulda, shouldas.
Right. When they're dead, when they're buried, that's it.
That's it. That's just it's, and I guess it took you some time to come to grasp of that at the time, but it's sort of like, wait a minute, she's gone. Like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. And that's the period I was talking about. Like it probably took you a little bit of time to do that.
Waking up, calling her name, and knowing that she's not there to answer.
Answer, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, man. Especially when you, love, like, you know what I mean? You just, yeah. It just, yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's like, we call this crazy thing called life, but, we are humans and we feel things. People just expect you to go through stuff differently the way they should. It's like people just deal with stuff differently. I mean, you could have robbed a bank. You could become, this and that and the third. You could have become this person because of that. It just, you just chose to, handle it in a different way.
Well, I told everyone, what you did in your past is your past, period.
Yeah.
And as long as it doesn't interfere from this point on, who gives a shit?
Yeah, because I don't think that people should be put on trial for the things that they still done. Like, like they say, like an alcoholic will be an alcoholic all their lives, or, even if they've quit drinking for 20 years, or somebody that murdered somebody, they're always going to be a murderer. It's sort of like your past is your past. You made a mistake. We're humans. We do shit. we it just
Oh yeah, 'cause
it's something that it's too small.
When my younger years, if it twists or moves, I
Yeah, it's God. And that's just the way, as we were younger, like you're a little bit older than me, but still,
Hey, I got old friends I can have you. They go, oh hell yeah, I hate that some bitch is good. He fucking my mama, my sister, man.
Gosh, no.
Oh yeah, one of my best friends. We used to talk for years because he'd come in, call me in the bed with his mom, and his dad passed out on the floor.
Dang. The stuff that y'all did or you did.
Hey, I ain't lying to nobody.
We have our whole moments, like that little era of, we just have those. I mean, I personally become the person that I hated. I ain't gonna lie. You usually become the person, like, if you've been cheated on, because we believe in this whole, like, a woman scooping us up or a man scooping it, yeah. We get over that and the world makes us bitter. We're like, fuck everything, fuck feelings.
Well,
Fuck
I think
you,
the
bitch.
saddest part of my attitude when I was young was, well, they're gonna fuck me, so I'm gonna fuck them first.
Yeah, it just sex is sex. It's no feelings involved. It just at that moment, yeah. And it's probably safer to do that, like, at that time, because we were trying to save our feelings, man. It just, you either went through a breakup, or I'm not trying to dissect your life, but it's just, on an average, people go through stuff like that. And it was like, that girl changed my life, man. That girl was so good to me, and now I'm a hoe. So I'm
still
fuck
a hoe.
bitches. It's inside of you. It's still Donna's good trainer. Now, yeah, she trains you to calm you down. There you go. She, like, look, you're not going to do with me, or you're going to be bullets in your ass. No.
What kind of calls on the line? Well, I gotta give it to him, or it's gonna end up down the back of my neck anyway.
Right. Oh gosh, they're just
Hey, I tell people, I hate you still use it, you better. Because there's only one guarantee: you're gonna lose it.
Right.
That's like I remember when I woke up home, was coming out of the hospital, went home, and doctor said, remember, no sex for 3 or 4 weeks. I looked at him and said, shit, I give it 3 days.
You like, shit.
I had this and almost cried.
Wait a minute.
I don't want to hurt you. I'm like, look, I just almost died. I want to see if
it works. Oh my gosh. Let's see if it works.
Yeah. She'll tell you. All the things to be worried about, I'm like,
does it function? Does it do? Yeah.
Time, I think, it works.
Oh, you had to check the theory out 2 or 3 times. Probably 2 or 3, 4 times.
No, you gotta make sure the first one is fluke.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a test drive or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, I only think one wheel turn. Let's see if the other one turns.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Lord have mercy. Yeah.
Funny what goes through our minds. I wasn't half crippled, half talk, but I was more worried about can I get it.
And that's a man's worst fear. No.
My aunt would say, "Sound like a man."
Yeah. Well, that's a man's worst fear, not getting it up. No.
Honestly, that's what I deal with daily.
What's that? Oh,
Yeah, talk about me.
what Donna say? What Donna say?
He said, Dustin, see what I deal with daily.
Oh, she. Donna, just keep him trained, okay? Just keep him trained.
Hey, you know,
Just
that's why I tell people I know firsthand. If they ain't getting it, they bitch. If they get it too much, they bitch.
just like that night you wanted that pizza, Donna. Just think.
Yeah. She got her pizza.
Okay, you fucking badass. No. Well, I guess I gotta go, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah. When I say jump, you say how high. No.
Yeah, I don't know that. She got to say jump. I'm about there.
Right. Okay. For the love of pizza. But yeah, that's a and sometimes love don't have a language, you know. Sometimes you could just know what a person likes and wants, and it don't come with the conversation. It just becomes like, oh, you know,
Well, that to me, that's the best kind of love. You don't have to communicate.
you don't. You just
read-
know.
No.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a, you know, especially people that's been married for like 35 to 40 years, and
Yep.
there's no use of like, you know, just little things that matter. Like you'll have sandwiches or, you know, and something, and you'll know that she likes mustard, but she forgot it, but you go get it without asking. And it's just one of those cognitive thing, you know what I mean? It just sort of like without even asking, it's beautiful, man.
Yep.
But you know, like I mean, I've always been taught a closed mouth don't get fed. So, you know, if you got to tell, I can't read minds. You have to tell me stuff, some stuff, certain stuff. You know, so you know, just certain things you have to open your mouth about. But when you say it, it's like, okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be. You know, I'm gonna go get it right now.
Well, people just got to realize. I don't care what kind of relationship you're in or think. They're always going to be up. They're always going to be down.
Yeah, you're not going to agree on everything, and you're not going to disagree on everything. It's a. You can either make it a battlefield or just a meeting ground, if you know what I mean. Like
Yep.
I mean, I'm not a relationship expert, but it just sort of like that's what I've just learned. Being with around people, even through other people's relationship, you'll learn like, wait a minute, that don't sound, why did you have to, you know, that kind of, you know, observant, and through your own experiences too as well.
Yep.
You're thinking like, probably I shouldn't do that. Probably you sometimes you have to talk to yourself too. You're thinking like, probably I am a toxic person. Probably I shouldn't do, you know what I mean? Like, probably I shouldn't do this or do that. Maybe yeah.
Well, that's like my niece tried to become a drug counselor. She flopped. And I told her, I can tell you that you flopped. You ain't never been a drug dealer in your life. You don't even drink. So how in the hell you can tell this guy what he shouldn't do?
Yeah. And a lot of people, yeah. Does she have does she have the education to tell them that? Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah.
She went to college.
Well, I mean that's certified, but there's nothing like a person that's been through it telling you their story.
I ever met in my life was a meth head for 10 years of her life.
Oh.
Yeah. See, just to me, I relate to that person more than so and so. Well, I learned it.
Well, you know, like college is not all books, but that's why I like professors that that actually the tricks of the trade of stuff. They don't actually just. It's not all a syllabus. You know, it's not all like, well, turn your page to 168. They tell us stuff that they've experienced through their. You know, it's not like just another day at work for them. You know, I like people like
saying
that.
the person, besides an education, like the one I knew, he had the education college, but he also had life experience.
Well, that's just like becoming a police officer. You know what I mean? It's sort of like you go to school for what, 6 months, and then you become I mean, 6 weeks. I mean, nobody. Right.
Majority of the police department comes straight out of the military.
Oh, right, a lot of them, and sometimes locals. I mean that they just dreamt of being, and they just go to the academy and they go through the whatever, and it's nothing to do with military, but a lot has, a lot
Yeah,
has
like
been,
I'm gonna tell you here. I don't know how you know this here. And we had a cadet from academy. He was put with a veteran for months before he was let go.
And I think that should. I mean, do you really think that police officers should have like more time with like evaluations and
Oh yeah,
stuff like that, rather than just that? You know, what is it, 6 weeks or what? I'm not for sure. Like of
8 weeks.
time, 8 weeks of academy time, and
Right.
all of a sudden you're a police officer. You know, so
Yeah.
you
Well, no,
know,
I do seriously think they should be with a veteran for a while. A good
Mhm.
veteran. Because
Well, a lot of them veterans that suffer from PTSD. You don't never know what's going through their minds.
yeah. Or as my partner, he was dealing with a hole for a while.
A what now?
A hole.
Oh, okay, okay.
She was blowing him in half the neighborhood.
Wait a minute.
He even tried to blow me.
Wait. Oh, damn. Mm-mm.
Yep.
It's like coming home and you've been gone for 6 months, and about what, 12 to 16 months, and your wife's 9 months pregnant or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love guys. You talking about someone being delusional? That's a delusional person.
They was like, honey, you're pregnant. How did you? Oh my God.
Because they're not sitting there going, wait a minute, I was going, in your what?
It don't catch on until later, till one of his friends or one of his homeboys tell him, like, look.
Or it does not look like your best friend.
Yes, okay, that's and it's the best friend that told you. No, yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
I mean, but in what did you say, 8 weeks span?
Yeah,
I think
like
it should be longer than that. But
it's like that old video with what's his name? He was telling old boy about his wife being a hoe. Don't be mad. I had her. Yeah.
That is that's one thing about the military. Or even the police, like, I don't know. That's why I say it's only 8 weeks, as you said. But when it comes to military, people just, people come home to different stuff, man. It's just hard for them. It's just, they perceive it differently, huh?
Lisa, I was talking to Lisa.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She said, I'm here listening. I can't say much on this topic because my marriage failed.
Lisa.
Yeah.
No, your marriage didn't fail. Your husband failed. You. Okay? He missed out. Stupid motherfucker. I mean, for real though. Yeah.
But Lisa, the problem is people like you do need to speak because you've been there.
Yes. Okay. See?
Yeah.
That's the people that need to. Yeah. I can. Because you really don't get a better education but through experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's okay to read a book or read up on it and just, blurt out
Yeah, that's where the term came from. If it doesn't kill you, it makes you hard.
Yeah, and it makes you smarter too.
Yeah.
Makes you way smarter. Because I tell people like wisdom don't come with age; it comes from experience. Since you're 46, don't mean you know shit. You could. I've seen 19-year-olds act smarter than 46-year-olds.
Yeah.
So or even it's like wow.
Well, you got to realize that's like 15 married to a 30-year.
Wow, damn.
That's because I didn't think like a 15. But then again, the girls.
Oh,
the
you had the
reason
mentality of a 26-year-old.
Well, I tell you, my first wife told me I had an old. My first wife told me I had an old soul.
And old soul. There's a very few out of people that have old souls. I think I'm one of those people. A little bit. I'd say an old soul. Yeah, I know. What's wrong with our lives? Okay. Hopefully, I'm not causing that.
Yeah. No, it's just when I was young, man. The girls that were around my age.
Yeah. That's
But I
usually
mean, they
how.
were 15. They had the right to be immature. 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, you were just looking for something a little different, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I think that it just. Well, I mean, a 30 and what'd you say, 15? I say, well, what 16 is what the consensual age nowadays. So it's like more of a consent, But I just don't see nothing in common if I were ever to be that I just don't. Yeah, she must have found something,
Well, you gotta realize though, I was already out of an apartment. I had a full-time job and a full-time job.
It was sort of like her fetish. I mean,
we only lasted.
And that's a long time, though. You know what I mean? I mean, not a long time. I shouldn't say it like that, but it was quite a bit. That's quite a bit of a time.
Yeah, I had one kid with it.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's my oldest boy. He's turning 30.
Turning 30. Gosh.
We'll be soon.
Old, Anthony.
We'll be soon.
No.
Well, I'm just now turning 50.
It just turned. That's young though. That's young. I tell my mom she's 56 and she acts like she's 89, and I'm like, Mom, you're only 56. Stop it. No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm.
Right. She tells me, she's like, Dustin, you just don't know that 56 is old. I'm not 20 or 35 anymore. And here I am 35 and feel her age, So so yeah. But gosh. Oh, is that your old?
I was married. My second marriage, I was married at 19.
You was married at 19?
Yeah, me and my first one I was married at. We lasted a year and a half for a little while. Then I got married when I was 19. And this time I married because she was 16.
I take marriage very seriously. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah. But me and her lasted 10 years.
No, how long?
18.
18 years?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, she passed away in 2012. 2012.
Darn. Oh, is that the one you previously said? You said, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because me and her didn't get married till June of 2016. Yeah.
Oh, Donna.
But I've been knowing her for 30 years.
Oh, you known her for 30. Okay.
Oh yeah, because back in my younger years, high school, we dated.
Oh, you talking about the previous one or Donna?
Donna.
Oh, wow. So y'all are just sort of like childhood friends. Just hooked up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we've been knowing each other 30 years. And I've always got along with her, especially her mom and dad. But her dad was the one that trained me to be a habit dad. Yeah, back my younger. He's the one that taught me everything I do about refrigeration.
Well, there's nothing like marrying your best friend, though. You know.
Yeah. Well, it's comfortable. You know. Like I said, I went through a deal. Like I said, my second wife, we was together like 22 years total, married 18.
Mm-hmm.
And then she passed away in 2012. And then I came back here in 2013 to find out my sister, my last living sibling, was sick. And I stayed with her till 2014. She passed away.
Wow.
She finally lost her battle with cancer.
Gosh, that's.
Yeah. And then I back up with her. You know, and it just felt right. We got together. June. After I got out of February the 28th of 2016 when I had my aneurysm. And then I survived that. Once I got my faculties back and I could think straight, me and her got married for that same year.
That's
Hello, Chris.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
I just
Well, I'm just saying, with me and her, it wasn't like somebody strange. I already do it. Yeah.
Right. It's yeah. That's what I mean. It's just sort of like familiar. You know.
Yeah. And she was married for 9 years. Married. She was moving on.
So she was divorcing her husband as well.
Yep.
So yeah. Okay.
And the funny thing is, even her husband, I knew.
Oh, so you knew okay. Well, you said that you knew the family, so you might have known him through the the intersects of of meeting the parents and them and her. Yeah,
they were going through their divorce, and he found out that me and her were together. He kind of got mad about it, to do something about it. But his brother is a good friend of mine, and he said, "I would leave Anthony alone."
It's like, look, it's sort of like I'm sorry, but not sorry.
Well, no, he's like, well, brother, I love you. You met that guy. You're on your own.
Oh, you're. It's good that he took it. He didn't take it to to a level that. Right. Oh, so he knew that it was done too. It's not like it wasn't a bitter divorce.
He came to my house and apologized.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
and we talked. You got to be adult.
You have to. Yes, it's important, man. It's not.
Besides, he already moved. Found somebody else anyway.
Oh, so he done. Okay, so it's not like it wasn't a bitter end.
No.
It was understood. It was sort of like that's one thing about in a relationship. You just have to know, and that's why I said you have to have an eyeball of stuff. You just have to know when it's over. When it's over,
Well, it's one of them relationships toward the end. It's over. You kind of hold on for the fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
That even gets over.
Oh, most def. Anything can become toxic for any reason.
Yeah.
It can just become like, okay, probably this is not good for me or you. So probably we should just end it.
Yeah.
And that's the best. I think that's the most best. I mean, because I've just seen so many dramatic endings to relationships. It's like, honey, you knew it was over.
Well, that's what happens when you try to hold on.
So don't act surprised now. Yeah, people hold on for different reasons. They're thinking, well, they're either thinking, oh, he can change or he can do it's just little things that people hold on to. I mean, some people hold on for the kids.
Well,
And that's the sad part.
that right
You know.
there pisses me off because the kids end up get into the deal.
Yeah, because they get close to not a certain person because that would be their own dad, their own father, but sometimes sticking around for the kids is not
No.
sometimes not the best. Yeah, I've had a lot of friends do that. They're
Well,
like, well,
yeah.
he's the father of my kids, and this is after them telling me what they did to him or did to her, and I'm like, wait a minute, I just What are you? Okay, girl.
Yeah.
It's just not logically. It don't sound good. It don't sound good. You sound because I don't want to call him an idiot at all. But
I record them and play it back. I say, but do you see how retarded?
I wish I would have thought of that idea. I really thought that I would have thought. Yeah, just say like, look, I want you to listen to something, okay?
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you,
and it'd be them.
I'm gonna tell you my favorite saying. My grandma told me, any man can be a father, but it takes a man to be a dad.
I mean, I've learned that from I've learned that from my own father. It takes. He wanted to be our friends as we were adults, but he never wanted to take care of us as children. Like he wanted to come around and say, "Hey, son, how you doing?" and all that stuff. And I'm like, "Who are you now?" Like you're a stranger to me. You're
You know what I used
you're
to
not.
tell?
You want to be my friend?
I used to tell all my kids, including all my daughters, number one, I'm your father. I'm not your friend. I'm not your pal. I'm your parent. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's
we
first.
can talk and get along because I'm trying to be your friend. I'm not.
Well, and see, my dad wasn't there for that. He wasn't there for those moments of like when my mom had to step up and be the father and the dad. But, it's just like now you want to take the role of not just the dad, but just the friendly, grown up. Like you're a stranger to me. I think that we talked about it before. It's like, it's just not cool to me. It just, I don't. You're just some guy that I come and visit. I'm not visiting my dad.
Oh yeah,
Just
that's
know
kind of like
that.
my real dad.
You're just some guy that I'm visiting. Yeah.
Well, I said the same thing about my real dad. 'Cause I never really knew him. And even the times I met him, sperm
Mm-hmm. And it's not a sort of a resentment, but it's the reality of it. Like I'm not supposed to excuse my feelings just to walk on eggshells for yours because you never did mine. So
Yeah.
why do I have to just excuse like, okay, everything's okay. Hey, Dad. Oh my God, I love you. No, dude. No. I feel some type of way about it, and you need to realize that like everything's all right now. You did nothing wrong. You didn't treat my mom like shit and beat on her or beat on us. Like you're just a perfect dad. Like no, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah.
It just, and it goes. I mean, that I'm not saying that I'm the only one that goes through that. I'm sure that's everybody's got a sad story, but it's just what the fuck. I hate fathers like that pretend to be a daddy, but they're not a person of interest because I have no bitterness, as you can see, because I still talk about it. I still talk about it with anger and passion,
Yeah.
I know about that feeling though. That's why I talk about it so freely because
Well,
when people want to be daddies, you don't know what a daddy. Like, come on, man, come on, huh?
I say no, but everybody.
Oh, definitely. Oh, everybody's not like that. No. I mean, no. There's some fathers that it's the opposite role. There's mothers that, are good mothers, but I mean, there's daddies actually, daddies that want to be good fathers or good daddies that the mother's a piece of shit. It's both goes both ways. I think that they're just it's according to what your people take it in different ways. People want to reconnect with their fathers and their dads, and then people don't. People don't want to.
That's why I used to try to tell her about her. you may not like the man, and you might not have been your thing, but still his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't push him away just because you don't.
Yeah, and that's one thing that's the parents kind of thing. But when it comes to siblings, my brother was the only one that actually there's five of us. So one of them actually connected with him that went to his house every day, and he used to say like, "There's just one son that comes and sees me," and I'm like, "Look, dude, it's like." You either because he didn't want nobody to mess up that relationship between them to say
Right.
like you can't stop me from seeing my dad, and my mom was like I'm not trying to stop that,
Nope.
but just know that he never believed what because my dad was telling him different things, saying like, I never did that to your mommy, I never did that, and I never did this, and we're sitting here like the other brothers, the first two, which the other three were 10 years later. So we went through what the other dad had done to us. And we're sitting here like, no, it really did happen. And he thinks we're lying because he gets a different dad than us. You know what I mean?
Right.
He got a different dad. He got the nice, cool. We're grown ups. We're cool buddies.
Right.
We got the person that couldn't get high around us. If he wasn't high, he beat us. So it's a different feeling for us to speak to my brother about stuff and saying like, oh, y'all are lying. Y'all
Yeah.
are lying on my dad. That kind of thing. It's like, no, he was really a piece of shit.
Well, it's just,
So
because he got the best of it. That's the problem.
yeah, he got the good dad. He got the like, hey, buddy, come and get drunk with me and come and get high and
Yeah.
come and party, trying to be the cool dad.
Yeah.
We didn't get that
In
dad.
your time, get away, you piece of shit. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I mean, you came in when you want to do. He would stay gone for 4 or 5 days. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't, and all of a sudden you give a fuck. It's like, okay. And I'm glad he can experience that. That's the same thing. I'm glad you can experience that. I'm not bitter about that, but don't get it twisted to think like he's an angel, to think like mom's crazy and we're all crazy and he's the good one that treated us so perfectly. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's like you can't no, it just yeah.
Yeah.
And as you can see, I'm not bitter about it. I'm continuing to
Hey, I feel the same way.
I'm sorry.
I got a friend's mom that's become the biggest feminist you ever meet, but she claims that Dan did her wrong.
Uh-huh.
Like, wait a minute.
Wow.
I was like, wait a minute. I was around.
That's not the point of being a feminist.
I was around when I was a kid, growing up kid. You let the dick lead you.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's why them guys come in 3 or 4 days, popping nuts up in you, and then disappear for 3 or 4 months at a time.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with men in general,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the men you chose. You chose him. Yeah, you chose that. So, and that's the opposite of being a feminist. I hate when people say like, I hate when people stereotype feminists too, saying like all feminists hate men, and that's what it's made out to be. It's like this is what I should be now because I hate men.
Yeah, but
I've walked up to lesbians and they're feminists too, and they hate gay men, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is feminist about? Like, yeah.
Well, see, that's the problem. You got a handful that do that retarded shit, and the ones that know they're wrong won't say nothing to them.
Yeah, they'll sit there and just let them believe what they want to believe, but never correct them. Yeah,
right.
And they're a feminist too, but don't believe the same way as them. Yeah, it's just silly. It's like why are you? That's like letting somebody walk around with a booger in their nose or their zipper and their shoes untied. It's just like wait a minute, are you really?
Yeah, and then when you try,
you're not a friend.
Well, that or you try to do what this one gets mad, and you want to get mad at them, mad at.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just
No, I was saying hi to them.
Oh, my bad. It's just silly.
Yeah.
It's just silly. It's I understand feminist and femininity, and I understand it, but when it comes to what your purpose is and what your reason is. Or there's some people that's feminist because they got raped by their dad, or they got raped by their uncle, and they hate all men now. And it goes deeper than that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's just not the point of being,
What you
that
call
shouldn't
it.
be. Yeah, exactly. Just say that you hate yourself for letting yourself let's change the language, let's change the language there. And nobody, and I can understand rape, nobody asks for that stuff. But when it comes to choosing a man in a relationship, or stuff like that, it's like, no, honey.
For 2 years, my niece
Yeah.
and me, and she finally forgave me because she realized what I did made sense. When she was 16, she got in the car with five guys. Well, every one of them right
Mm.
now.
Mm.
This is exactly what I told her. She was talking to me about. Because she tried to confide to me because she didn't want to talk to her parents.
Right.
And I said, girl, let me tell you this. I love you to death. And I'm not saying any woman in the world deserves to be raped. But there's certain circumstances you put yourself into. You was a good-looking, hot 16-year-old girl climbing a car with five adult men, which half of them were drunk. What do you think?
Oh. Yeah, because even in those circumstances, I wouldn't justify it to say like she deserved it because of that reason. Right.
She should have never gotten a car.
Right. Well, yeah, it's about choices. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even with that choice, it's still not justifiable.
Right,
But
no,
it's just sort of like, what did you expect? Like, right. It's just sort of like, wait a minute. Like, I'm not saying you're advocating. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, you're right. I'm not. I'm just saying like, even if it wasn't, nobody deserved to be raped in a sense, in all the sense. But like you said, she was an attractive 16-year-old. She was, she put herself in a car with five dudes that were, like you said, drunk. And it just, you should have made the choice and said, probably I shouldn't get in this car.
Yeah.
You're right.
Barely knew one of them.
Wow. Oh, because even at, yeah, but see, that's the thing, is like, when you make that choice, it's sort of like she still didn't deserve to be raped.
No.
But it just sort of like,
It happened.
it happened, man. And it just sort of like, either you it just sort of like, you shouldn't blame yourself for that. Like,
Nope.
even if I got in five cars with two homophobes or 15 homophobes, should I got killed just because, I shouldn't have gotten a car, because unknowingly I didn't know that they were that way until I got in the car, until they revealed themselves and said, "Oh yeah, we hate faggots." So it's like, okay, I guess I'm stuck here. So either I'm fighting my way through, or I'm going to get fucked up either way. So
You know what the saddest thing, since you brought that up? When I was in junior high and high school, I had plenty of friends I knew that were gay. I had plenty of friends, and they never had any problem like they do. They never had any problem like the last 20, 30 years.
are you talking about the whole? Because my mom has always told me that everything, when it comes to homosexuality, it was always hidden. It was a secret. Nobody really knew that it was. It was.
Even when I was in high school, there was guys that could not hide.
Oh, definitely the feminine sort of. You can't hide that sort of. Yeah. But my mom just thought it was just so like, honey, we didn't talk about it. We just we talked about it, but we just didn't. That kind of thing.
Well, yeah. Well, you're right. A lot of it was. That's why they always said.
But a lot of it wasn't.
You kept it in the closet.
Right. You kept that stuff in, secret stuff. Nobody told anybody if they was, but, it just like, wait a minute, mom. Nobody really, but it was a thing back in the day. People just took it like, I've seen old pictures of like, people together and back in the 40s and the 30s and and I'm like, wow, probably it wasn't much of a secret, but
I'm
we
gonna tell
have
you,
grown as society.
in the Roaring '30s, gay was wide open.
That's what the people think that we didn't have that stuff when back in our day. It's like,
Shit.
yes, you did.
Why
Yes,
you
you
think?
did.
Why do you think they called it the Roaring '30s?
The I thought, I mean, hell, I thought it was the '60s because my dad act like the '60s. Like if you can walk up to a woman and say you want to fuck, let's fuck. It was just that easy to get sex. It was that easy to.
Well,
It was so flamboyant and
yeah.
huh?
I said part of the '70s and early '80s. Same way.
Yeah, it was just so easy to get it.
Yeah. But hell, I was 15 in '75, and I was married to a 30-year-old.
Yeah, man, that's a the roaring '70s. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people didn't really think much about our age difference.
They did. Well, it's not so, and I look at that because I had an elderly couple that lived beside me at one time when I lived in Virginia, and she told me, she was like, well, my husband's like 15 years older than me, probably 14, 13, something like that. And she was 14 and he was like, what, 20?
Well,
How
my
old would that be? And they just didn't look at stuff like that. They just didn't look.
my
Yeah.
grandpa was married when she was 13. By the time she was 20, she already had 12 kids.
Gosh. And that's one thing about it. They just kept on having kids. Like, 7 to 8, 9 kids.
You had to. Someone had to work.
Oh, so that's why they had many kids. Okay.
Yeah.
That's they just kept on.
Yeah.
The woman was at home and the man would work.
Yep.
That kind of, yeah.
Yep. Women folk, so, and the men the field.
It's like I have damn odd kids. I just wash laundry. I've cleaned up the house, and you want me to take care of honey? Jacob is in the pan. I was like, look, you're a part of this house too.
Yep.
Go get the other 5, and I'll get the 3 down here. So it's like, gosh.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
But it was very disciplined, I guess, back in that, you did what you was told, or you know what I mean? It was more of a traditional.
No, you had your rebellious group.
Oh, okay. See, right. It wasn't all.
Back in the West days, what did every town have? Think about it. They had a whorehouse.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. But see, in the Western, the whorehouse ran the town.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Women didn't want the docile mama stuff. Working at the whorehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
and a lot of whorehouses built, like you said, built in town.
Yeah, it's and they brought a lot of money in, a lot of revenue, and a lot of stuff. They respected them. I mean the people that done that, they were respected in the town. They weren't looked at as sinners and you're defiling us, and it's like,
well, they were opposites.
Huh?
Yeah. I said they were looking down Bible thumpers, but that was it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it was just more of the businesses they respect. You know what I mean? Like people would not look up to them. I probably shouldn't say that. It's probably wrong information.
Well, they just wouldn't say.
But they just respected them in a way that. Right. It was like the turn the cheek kind of thing. About the homosexuality. It's sort of like they turn their cheeks to that stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we didn't see anything. Okay. It's like, a jailer looking into the cell doing his night shift and seeing 2 men fucking or some shit.
Right.
Like he just turns a cheek. Right. Turns a cheek. Okay, none of my business. None of my business.
What's going on, Nick?
Who's this up here?
What's going on, Nick?
Nothing much,
Nick.
Big Fox. Nothing much, Big Fox.
You bloody posh fuck.
Who the fuck are you calling posh, you fat wanker? Fucking hell.
Gosh, I probably them are harsh words. I shouldn't have said that. Them are fighting words.
I'll be right back.
Oh, I've just seen you coming at me fucking ass when about a shit, you fat fuck.
He was like, "You gonna be fucking nice to me, motherfucker."
I'll be right back, y'all.
Okay, buddy.
It certainly is, Ian. Someone's still got YouTube on.
Is it echoing for you, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah. When someone else comes on and when y'all talk, it kind of echoes. So he has to mute my
someone's
mic.
still got the YouTube on. They need to mute the YouTube.
Well, I have done that. That's the thing. It's like I have to mute myself. It's just the way that
Well, it's
my
got to be
phone.
answering then.
Probably I should mute my. Let me mute my microphone and see if it works.
Hello? No.
Is it not any better?
Yeah, I can't fucking hear you.
Oh, so it is me. Okay.
I think so, yeah. Oh, Donna, fuck off, you old bat. No, I'll leave that for Anthony, Donna. Catch you later, Ian.
All right, I'm back.
No, it was echoing pretty bad.
What's that?
It's echoing with, fat fucks.
Oh yeah. That's when Dustin's in here. We get the feedback on his phone.
Well, tell him don't use his bloody phone.
Well, I think that's all he's got right now. I don't think he's got a laptop or anything.
Oh, right, okay.
No, what I think it is, he needs a set of headphones with the mic, on the headphones itself.
Yeah.
Because when he's on Zoom, it works fine. But whenever he's on StreamYard, of course, StreamYard usually tells you you're going to need headphones with a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, we lost Nick. Uh-oh. Something happened, Nick. All right. There you go. All right. Let's try again.
No, fucking Microsoft, they've updated me fucking laptop.
Oh, how nice.
No, it was wiped all my fucking passwords off, and I've got to fucking remember what they are.
Ah, I hate that shit. I don't know why they even allowed to do that shit.
Mm. A nice friend sending me some jerky over from America.
Oh yeah.
All homemade and homemade jam.
Wow.
Mm. Can't wait to get my hands on some of that.
Yeah. Is it smoked?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
She's sending me all different ones, so you know what? I'll be munching for a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck's Donna on about? Don't tease her with a good time.
I don't know. I just tell her if she had a good time, that's a bonus because I got mine. Yeah, I'm sorry. Going on too. I didn't even know it was that late.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, but your usual time. They say you kind of a little early today, huh?
Hey, me.
Yeah.
No, I got bored watching porn.
Must have been some real boring shit to have to come here.
No, I was starting to get wanker's cramp.
Give a new meaning to tennis elbow.
Mm. No, I was on the stream last night. It was rather good.
Yeah.
And then they started ripping into me.
Uh-oh. They'll never learn, right?
No.
Oh, man. Yeah. That's like me. I came on here, said I was only going to stay 2 hours. I'm at 3 hours and 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they wanted to have a competition so you can rip into each other.
No.
I think they lasted about a minute.
They'll never learn.
Mm.
Yeah.
He started ripping into my family, and then I threatened to dig his grandma up and shag her eye sockets.
Oh, shit.
Well, you know me, I don't give a fuck if I upset anyone.
I hear you. Don't blame you. That's what I tell them around here.
Oh, yeah.
What you got on the agenda for today?
Absolutely fuck all because it's raining.
Oh, shit. Man, we're supposed to be having a cool front come.
Mm.
Well, we should hurry up and get here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready for some cool weather. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Well, you got someone else coming in?
Nah, thought I did.
Mm.
Looked like somebody was trying to pop in at the bottom there.
Well, I'm getting up in a minute anyway.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna shut it down here short anyway. I'd only plan on being on here about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I've already made 3 hours and 18 minutes and counting.
Yeah, well, I'll catch you later then, mate.
All right, Nick. You have
I'll
a good
probably be going live, well, about 11 o'clock my time anyway.
All right. Well,
Right.
Dustin, that's okay, man. I'm getting ready to shut this down anyway and call it a
All
night.
right, catch you all later.
All right, Nick. Have a good one. All right, everybody. I'm going to shut this one down, and y'all have a good one. And we'll see y'all around. Later, everybody.